ghosted me.
Oh
Oh my God.
Sorry, guys. We were sitting
Guys.
here talking to you all, and I forgot to hit the go live button.
Mind you, we said good morning to all of you.
We said good morning. Hi, Phantom Thing.
Good morning.
Oh my God.
Miss D.
I forgot to
And just so y'all know, I was late. I was first.
I honestly, we would have been up here for 2 hours and not known that I didn't go live.
Like, okay. Okay, everybody. Look at Carla's emoji. It is Carla in your cup now.
The best part of waking up is Carla in your cup.
Oh my God, we've been talking for like 15, 20 minutes.
I know. We were talking since 7:51.
And we muted our mics just so
10
Miss D
minutes
could
we've been
tell her
live. Or not
story.
7:51. We thought we were live because the idiot stick over here, and she didn't. She has to tell her story again.
That would be me.
She's telling her story. Okay,
Because she just said, listen to this, guys. So Misdemeanor tells the story. Misdemeanor tells the story, thinking we're live, and then Misdemeanor says, put a 1 in the chat if you are like me. And all of a sudden, Carla's looking, and there's no ones. There's no nothing. And she's like, am I live? And we're like, yeah, you said you were going live. So I looked, and we were like,
it says scheduled. It says scheduled.
Dory's in the chat. Dory, would you like to come up on panel? Honey, I feel so bad for you. Honey, I got hold of Tawanda last night. I texted her and she got back to me, but she had no way of getting to you or getting back to you. I know you asked, you wanted her. Yeah, Shauna, you were awesome. So were you, LaDonna. LaDonna in Texas was on panel too. Dory, if you want to come up on panel and talk, you're welcome to come up. I will put a link in the chat. Oh, who just Misdemeanor hopped down? Her mom must have called. But we've all been praying for you, sweetheart. Hi, Anna Mary.
Hi, Anna Mary.
All been praying for you, sweetheart.
Yeah, Dory, I'm so sorry.
But stupid me didn't even know. I mean, I forgot to hit the go live button. I don't know how. I don't usually forget that. Sleepyhead.
You even counted down, Carla.
I know.
You were like, I'm going live. Live. She's like, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Dory.
Hi, Dory.
How are you, babe?
Wow. Yeah, I'm doing better today. I talked to some of the ladies in an email chat, and then I talked to Tawanda for a couple of hours.
Oh, she got hold of you. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I'll be right back, Carla.
I was just it's hard to talk, right?
That's okay.
Honey. Just take your time.
I just wanted to be careful about how the news got out in a way because let me just try and say what happened, and I want to say it a certain way because I don't want it to cause a problem for other people. And what happened was my sister got a live visit from the police because I guess, you know, I said he'd been missing for a while.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, actually.
Yeah, and nobody knew where he was. But when he was found dead, he had a Bible, like a miniature Bible, and a $20 bill, and his disability pay stub. And that's how they identified him, was by his disability check pay stub. He didn't have any idea or anything, so we know pretty much he was homeless for the last couple of years.
Oh,
but just
sorry.
Not, for some reason, not wanting to contact any of us. And that's never been like him. So I always kind of felt like he wanted to go somewhere to die because he has a mental illness. He has schizophrenia, and they were never able to medicate him properly. So like the voices would go away or any of that. Like my son would show me things like, Mom, you should watch this movie. It's just like me. And he'd like give me a beautiful mind to watch.
Oh,
So
Like
sorry.
he was always trying to explain how he was feeling without telling me,
yeah.
So anyway, he was like every month he would get his meds, he would try to overdose. Like literally, he was a big guy. It was, he was about 6'4" and 250 pounds. So he'd get his monthly meds and he would use them all in 2 days. And then he would just, wait until he got his next batch. So it wasn't like he was a drug addict. It was a different thing. Because he didn't crave drugs or want drugs, or like when he left to go to Canada, I went into the bathroom that he used there, and the whole top of his countertop was crushed up Xanax. Like a drug addict would not leave, you know, piles of crushed up Xanax on the counter. It just, you know what I mean? Like it was just not. He was not addicted to the drugs. He was trying to use them for a specific purpose. And he tried, I guess, different things when he went to Canada. He tried meth. He tried all different things. And then he stopped contacting me. And that was the last I'd heard, is that him and the guys in his building did some meth or something. And then when they found him, there was vomit present. So the coroner said to my sister, probably the autopsy will say death by asphyxiation, not specifically overdose, but they said there was no foul play, so they believe it was an accidental overdose. And then my other son said there was like in Vancouver, there's a problem with fentanyl in the street drugs. So that's what happened. And I didn't want to talk about it yesterday too much too much in public, because I know there's a lot of recovering addicts, and I didn't want them to go to bed thinking that, that something in the pandemic is making people that are in recovery, go out of recovery or do anything different than they would normally do. I wanted people to understand it's a little bit different than being addicted to drugs. It's not the same thing.
Right. So did he have this when he was a child?
Well, he claims to have had it since about the age of 4. But if he did, he hid it very well. And there's like strange things that would kind of line up. Like he never actually spoke. I almost took him to a special kindergarten for kids that had verbal problems until he was, and it was like he heard me on the phone, and all of a sudden he just started talking because he didn't want to go to special kindergarten. He wanted to go somewhere else, with his friends from the neighborhood. So, at the age of, I guess, around 4 or 5 was when he actually started to be verbal. And that's when he said he believed that he arrived in this world when he said, I didn't come here as a baby. I came here as like a 4 or 5-year-old. And I remember walking in this house and seeing a bright light. And that's just something he, you know, and this is after he obviously had a schizophrenia for a while. So I don't know if that's a real memory or or not. That's just what he told me.
Well, all our hearts and prayers are with you and your family this time. I'm so sorry that you're having to go through this.
Yeah, I think
mean,
it's a little more difficult for my other two children than it emotionally that it is for me, because I lived with him with this disease for over 10 years, and they had already left home, so I didn't really give them a whole understanding of what their brother was going through, because it was so detrimental to me. I didn't want them worrying about me, because my son would like go into psychosis and not recognize me and hurt me, and unintentionally thinking that I was someone else. But then realizing later that it must have been me, because I had the bruises to show for it. So I didn't really want to worry them too much. And so when he did leave for Canada and I was able to explain a little bit about what I'd gone through, they would just say to me things like, well, we just want to think of him as out there living his best life when he stopped contacting us. They didn't want to think, because I said, I think he went to Canada to commit suicide, so I didn't have to be there with him when it happened, because he didn't want to do that to me.
I remember you talking about the child that you were estranged
How I
from.
feel. So I already thought to myself that there was going to come a point where I'm going to find out that he's died, and probably I'm thinking in my mind it would be a drug overdose is how he was trying to do it. So it's not exactly what happened, but it's pretty close. So
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for your lost story.
Like I said, it's kind of like when someone has a cancer and they're going to die in 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
So I've been able to accept. I mean, it was really hard to stop crying the first 2 days, but I worry a little bit about my growing children. Luckily, they have a little boy, each of them. That's their focus right now during the pandemic, trying to take care of a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. So they'll get through it, but I know emotionally it's probably harder for them, because they don't really want to accept that this could happen in our family. So I don't know, it was hard for me to talk to them about it too much.
I understand. I just know we're thinking, if there's anything you need, if you want to talk to me privately.
I sent you if you type in your email my name, Dory, I'm sure my email will pop up, but I sent my number to you.
Okay.
So if you want
I'll call you, hon. You know how you must have heard how great I am at checking my emails.
Yeah, no. It never hurt my feelings.
No, I am the worst. I am the worst. I have 22,000 unread emails. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm
the worst one.
Last night trying to contact people. I didn't know how to work the Discord. I didn't know what there was this email chat that I somehow got into, and then I didn't know how I had gotten in there. I just clicked on something and there I was. So when it was over, I didn't know how to go back to, you know what I mean? I was, and plus, of course I was upset. So I just it was really great that everyone talked to me last night, because that's my kids went back to California and I was alone again, and I was I didn't really want to be alone.
Right.
And it was nice to know that I could come here to YouTube and not be alone.
Well, you have friends that care about you.
People here. I care a lot about your feelings too. I didn't want to just talk about it. I tried to talk about it on Wendy's, but I was at Mandalay Bay and I didn't have Wi-Fi and I couldn't get up. Wendy and Diane's, that was the day I found out about it. I tried to go up on studio, but it wouldn't let me, and it was having a hard time texting on my phone because, like I wrote to Wanda, and when I sent it, it said towards, and I was like being autocorrected by this crazy
Oh
phone.
God, don't you hate that?
Yeah,
I
so
hate autocorrect.
I was getting a little frustrated with that, and then I couldn't. But Diane and Wendy, like everyone in their chat was going mental about what happened because that was their first hearing of it, and I kept thinking, all of these people that get online and lie about things, like they might think I'm lying. You know what I mean? They might think that this never really happened because it was so weird the way I was. First, I was in a casino, and then all of a sudden, my child died.
I remember you had said that you were meeting your 1-year-old grandson for the first time, and I'm like,
and nobody knew that they were coming.
I had to check if it was you in the chat because I thought, no, she's meeting her grandson for the first time, and then I looked and it was you, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
It's just a weird coincidence that it happened the same day that my family came to visit me for the first time since she was pregnant. It's been almost a year, but like my son just said, well, enough is enough of this pandemic. We're just going to go visit grandma anyway because we just have to do this,
Dory, Shauna says she put her email under Tawanda's video if you ever need her day or night.
In her channel?
No, she said under Tawanda's video. Did Tawanda make a video last night? Does anybody know? I don't know. I was crocheting my head off last night.
I think she did. So it's probably her last video. If you go to her last video she posted, go in the comments, you'll probably see Shauna's message.
I think I have some of the emails, but I don't know who they belong to. I know which one is Tawanda's now. But like if I go in my email, there was like that email chat that I was in. There's like 4 emails, and I don't know who the other people are. Like in actual, like they don't match with their screen names or whatever.
And Dory, I know you touched on, there's so much hatefulness on here, but there are really good people on here too. Who know that
I just didn't want
always
to think that I was doing some kind of prank or something, because it's, obviously it's not a prank. But for a lot of people that watch the drama and don't really know me because maybe they don't come here in the mornings, they might have thought I was doing a prank on Diane and Wendy because of the subject matter or was it last night or the night? I guess it was the night before. The night before. The subject matter, where I guess MFW had said some horrible things about Wendy, which is not new. That happens to her quite frequently by the same person.
Oh, Tawanda made a video just for you, Dory, and that's where Shauna wrote it. It wrote the comment under that, but I guess Tawanda made a video just for you.
Would you like to see it? We could share it on here if you would like to see it.
Sure, that'd be nice.
It will be a minute. I'm not on my computer and I can't share it from my phone, so I can fire up my computer.
No, it's up to you. I mean, she can go look at it too. I just thought it would be easier.
If so, either way, it doesn't matter. I can go look at it later.
Okay.
I wanted to be so careful of your feelings, Carla, because what you're going through with your son is not the same thing as what I went through with my son. And he has a better survival rate than my son did. I just wanted you to know that before.
Yeah, I worry though. I do worry because I've heard so many stories about relapses. And last night, again, I heard on, I think it was Pink's channel, that the 3 to 5 year mark after they've become sober or in recovery is the most dangerous time. So even when my phone rings, if it's my daughter, my heart is in my throat. So just know that you've got a lot of support here on this channel, and whatever you need.
I don't want to be alone. But I don't mean I don't want to be with like similar people to me. I just I want to be with people that are familiar to me and that I trust, like you, Carla, and Misdemeanor, and Ninja, or Ninja, sorry, not Ninja.
Nunya Ninja.
It's
Ninja.
okay. It's okay. I'm going
We
crazy.
call
That's
her
why I muted
everything.
my mic because I can't. Um, I'm so sorry, Dory. Just know that I'm praying for him. Okay.
And Jenna Moon, she's pretty awesome.
Thank you, Dory. I am so sorry for your loss. I can't even imagine what you're going through.
I'm just so happy to see the survivors of addiction still here and living their best lives.
Yes.
And, that makes me happy to see that. Like especially Mandolin. I think she's a really special person, and she really helped me last night. It was in her chat that I got into the email. I just think she's a really special person, Mandolin. And like everyone keeps saying, "Oh, we've done some bad stuff in the past that no one will let go of." I never judged any of you on your past. None of you.
Thank you.
Thank
You've
you.
all been really special people to me, and you're here for me.
Yeah, Mandolin is a pretty awesome person, and she's doing such great things with this recovery thing. And I can't wait to watch where it takes her. She does so good at advocating and all that. I can't wait to see where this takes her on her members and stuff like that.
Yeah, she's a very special person. And I'm not an addict. I really am not. I've never had to be in recovery. But I care about those that are there now in recovery, and I want to pray that they will stay there and do live their best life for the rest of their life. That's my wish, you know.
Just there's no words. I mean, there's no words to say. I mean, I can't say I know how you feel. I can't say I hope it'll all go away.
I don't know how I feel. I hope no one ever feels, because this is the second child that died.
Oh my God.
And I had a baby die of SIDS when he was 3 months old.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That was his older brother, and I was pregnant with my fourth when that baby died. So my oldest two are survivors, and they both gave me a grandchild. So that's my family now.
Well, at least you have that.
Yes.
I'm losing it. I got to mic myself. Sorry.
It's okay. Yes, I know it's really hard for
Well,
people.
you can do a service to all of us and actually, educate us on, everything, because I really know very little about schizophrenia and
Yeah, I watched that
yeah.
Matt Live with McHenry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw that,
No, I did not.
but she had a gentleman on from YouTube and interviewed him, and he turned out, she didn't know at the time, but he turned out, and he talked about it openly on her panel that he has schizophrenia. And
Oh wait, does he have a twin?
I don't know.
He has a brother that has it too?
Oh no, you're right. He said he had a twin.
Yeah, that's it.
He said
I don't
no.
know. Yeah, I did
Twin
see
does not
that. I'm
have it.
sorry.
Yeah, his twin does not have it. It's really hard for schizophrenia people to be alone and not hear the voices. But if they're with, they have a hard time being with people because they have paranoia and all these other symptoms. So him having a twin has probably helped him through his life to be able to be a survivor of, because it's like, I forget who it was, but somebody told me there's somebody famous who did a documentary on schizophrenia, and he said like hearing the voices in his head. When he was alone, they were very destructive. But when he was with other people, he was okay. So I think I mean, I learned a little bit from McHenry just listening to him on Randy's panel, like having a twin probably did help him. He might not realize that, just he said, no, they don't have any, like psychic abilities or anything like that. They don't have any of that, like how some twins say. But if you're not, if he's in a family situation where he's not alone, he has a better chance of surviving till much older.
Oh, Henry McBruiser, was that his name?
Yeah, McHenry, McBruiser, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of, that sounds familiar.
So
well, I'm glad you feel comfortable enough to come up here, because we really have no words, at least I have no words of wisdom. I just can't imagine what you're going through at this moment, but just know that our thoughts and prayers are with you. And I will type your name into my email. I will get back to you. I will call you.
Yeah, I just wanted people to understand that it's not an overdose like he was a drug addict. It was not that case at all. He's never been actually addicted to any of the drugs that he's tried. So
what was it, like a case of self-medicating so that he would get rid of
that's what it was for. Like when he lived with me, and they would prescribe him a month's worth of Xanax to like help him with his anxiety or whatever it was that the voices would cause. When he would get his prescription, he would do all of it in 2 days, and then not crave it. He would just wait until the next month, and then so when he moved out, I saw all these Xanax pills had been crushed up on the back because he was snorting them, and he had them all crushed up on the bathroom sink, and there was enough Xanax for like probably a whole month, just left crushed up on the bathroom counter. So a drug addict doesn't just leave their Xanax there and not take it, even though it's crushed up. You know what I mean? Like when you see someone that's addicted to a drug, they're not going to leave a whole pile of stuff on the counter like every week or you know what I mean? And just not bother with it.
I never had Xanax. I don't know what kind of effect that has, like, on anybody.
These were just additional drugs that they gave him.
Oh, okay.
Other than his psychotic drugs or whatever. I didn't know too much about all the different drugs that they would give him because he was an adult, and they wouldn't allow me to, question the doctor or nurses or anything. So any information that I got about his disease or about his medication or about his therapy only could come from my son, unless he gave permission to like the doctor to talk to me, but it would happen, and then they would switch his doctors, and then I wouldn't have permission anymore. You know what I mean? It would just happen over and over again, and I had to give up because every time I would almost kind of have to trick him into giving permission, and he wouldn't necessarily tell me that they were changing doctors or whatnot, because he used to go to in Las Vegas. He went to this clinic called the Human Behavior Institute. So so he discovered it by sleeping there for a year on the gravel outside of there, and because a lot of the homeless people told him that they had food there, like at lunchtime. They might have like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or whatever. So that's how he discovered that clinic, because they gave out free food to anyone who needed it. So then eventually seeing the doctor there, that's how that happened.
Kathy just change the subject just for a second. Kathy Bradley, it says on your message that your message was deleted by the Google moderator team, and I don't understand what that's about. I really don't know what you said, so I have no idea why it was.
Do you have keywords? Do you have keywords that you put, Carla?
She does.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, then she must have used the keyword that you have blocked. Because the only way the Google moderator will do that is if it's a keyword that you have typed in that nobody can use. It will automatically delete it, and it will do that.
I've never seen that before. I didn't want her to think that it might be because it might be my name, because my name is it's I put block words in all my forms of my name. So maybe,
right.
That's
the only time that I've seen it. I mean, I don't know if YouTube's been funny lately, and it might be just a weird glitch. I don't know, but the only time I've seen it was because somebody used the keyword that you have down.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted her to know that none of the moderators deleted that. I don't know. I've never seen that message come up before, so I didn't know. I didn't even know what it was about.
And Carla had added her name because of all the clone accounts that were running amok.
And the doxing.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Because then there was a few names that I didn't want doxed in here, so I added those names too. So I'll have to go over and see. I have no idea.
Remy,
can
I say fuck?
Remy, is that a keyword?
Fuck is not a keyword.
I have no idea. But you know what? You know what's funny is
you typed it again. Did I can't see because I'm not on YouTube. Did it take it? Kathy says she typed it again.
Well, where is it?
Much love. Oh, I see it. Much love to all. Tapping out for a bit. Love and prayers for you, Dory. So that's weird. Why would that have done that?
Well, none of those words are in my block.
Yeah, I don't know then why.
No idea.
Ash says Google moderator only shows up when you use a no word for Google. It's still in a testing stage. For a while, it was racial slurs, but I've seen it to the D*CK word too.
I've never seen it.
Type in dick and see what happens.
Her all the time. I don't think she would say anything.
No, so I'm wondering if the tapping out is one of their. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of out of all of that.
Yeah, we've been pretty politically incorrect on that panel, as you all know. Maybe it's just the typed words. I don't know.
Samara, type in dick and see what happens.
Who, me?
No, I said Samara, type in dick and see what happens.
Samara's a
just
moderator.
Do Dick and Jane. That way you're not being nasty.
Yeah.
It's a book. What can I say?
We're trying to cheer you up, Dory.
6 comments in quick succession. You're timed out. Yeah.
It's great for me to even just sometimes just listen and
Google.
Ash274 cracked me up last night.
How do you think that
that's what I'm thinking, Ash. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that tapping out word they're taking as something it's not.
Oh, okay.
Or does it mean something and we all don't know what it means?
Maybe.
Yeah, it did show up, Ash. It said Google moderator deleted this comment.
Yeah, it didn't show up on SteamYards, Steamboat. It's StreamYards. I can't talk. Look, I was live for I thought I was live for 10 minutes before I even realized I wasn't even live. Did you happen to see, Dory, did you see Ash's avatar when she was on panel? It's like this person looking through the grass. The grass is over her head.
On Friday, on Friday, can we do a live where everybody just comes in and starts typing in words that they think are dirty, and until we see which ones they delete?
Yeah, I think there's certain M words
Well, I know nothing she typed was on my block word list.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
Google.
I have certain things that
Google, get it together.
Yeah,
Right.
you
I
know
was
what?
gonna say.
I had a stream taken down for saying good morning to people. So and then I got an email saying this, your video was removed because you violated terms of service. And
Tracy's was deleted for an intro she didn't even have. She said, "What my intro is? Can y'all hear me? Can anybody hear me?"
I was my second live I've ever done. And I was literally showing you guys the woods, and they took my video down too. I had to appeal it. They put it right back up within 5 minutes, but I don't know what was going on. And that was right around the time that Tracy friggin' got nailed for an intro she didn't even have.
Right.
They told me if you want to dispute this, so I sent them an email back saying I object, and then
I object.
It was like 5 minutes. Yeah, I said I object. I was like, because it was only 5 minutes or whatever, and I thought, it's no big deal. I'll just fire up another live. But I think Google or YouTube takes things out willy-nilly. You know what I mean? Like where they, because I've seen a lot of streams go down and there's nothing here going on.
I know, right? She said, we tested out when it was talking about racial slurs and you could talk mad shit about white people. She was offended. I was like, okay.
That's not right.
And we talk mad shit about people that grow grass on their roof.
Yes.
The roof. People that make swimming pools out of trampolines. Actually, okay, to give her credit, that pool did not look bad.
No, I have to give her credit. When the first picture she showed, I was like, good Lord, grass is still showing. Good Lord. But the finishing product, I have to give her credit. It actually looks good. I'm interested how the filter thing's going to work, but I do have to give credit where credit is due. She did awesome on that DIY.
Yeah, sorry about that, Remy. The ladies in Mandolins decided to do a email chat with me, and so she ended her live without saying anything because I was like feeling some kind of sort of way, and I just didn't want to be alone, and they helped me out.
From what I gathered, Remy took the netting of the trampoline and used that as the floorboard. And basically the frame, shooter. Sorry, just dropped my ashtray on my foot. And then she used the frame for the pool frame, but I guess the netting she put on the floor to kind of give it cushion.
And then you take shrimp.
You are having a tough time talking today.
Yes. You take shrink wrap and put it around. And I watched other videos of people that did it. But here's the thing: when she said the cost of the cost,
it was $250 to do it all together. It cost her $250.
Yeah, I've actually seen pools that aren't much more than that, like pools like.
That's how much my pool was. My pool was $250, and it came with everything. And I didn't have to sweat my ass off to put it together.
My stepson got a pool, and I think it's 12 feet around, and he didn't pay much more than that. I don't think he paid $250 for it, and it came with everything except the ladder. He had to buy the ladder.
So nobody thinks that any of the neighbors looked out their windows and said, "Oh hell no," and went there in the middle of the night and fixed it for her.
A Pittsburgh girl. In fact, I only have nasty things to say.
I just don't know how she's going to get that filter. I mean, I don't know. I'll stay quiet.
Well, I want to hear this video that I watched. This lady in Holland literally her and her family dug and built a in-ground pool with cinder blocks, and oh my goodness, she did step by step.
Oh, I saw this one with these guys. I don't know if it was Africa or if it was one of those countries over there. I can't remember which one. But they built a swimming pool.
I saw that.
Good morning, Pittsburgh girl.
And no, it was just like mud that they put together. They dug it with their hands. They didn't even like it was. They made like a little seed in it. It was like
I was
and they got
researching that because I have my own property, and I thought maybe I would, if I would like to have a pool, I would have to build it myself.
If you
Nanya, you okay?
Pool, I'm coming to visit.
The like get it, maybe a hot tub. I can maybe, but I wanted my hot tub to be ground level. I don't want one that I have to climb into because I'm old.
Nanya, are you all right? I know Nanya was pretty upset. I just want to make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
Nanya, are you okay?
Are you okay, Nanya? Yoo-hoo.
It's hard when bad things happen to good people.
Well, yeah, it is.
I'm okay. I just
okay.
There's sometimes it's hard. You don't know what to say, and maybe
it just hit me really bad because, just.
That's why we kind of changed the subject a little, but I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know.
Mic off for a minute.
But you are, Dory, you are loved here. You come in here in my chat like almost every morning without fail. And, I really care about you, and I care that you're going through a rough time. So just know that. And I will definitely look up your phone number and call you.
I care a lot about you, Carla.
Thank you so much.
I think you went through a lot of unnecessary unkindness for whatever reason a person thought they needed to be unkind to you.
Well, now I have to tuck my balls into my underwear because I have to grow a set. Are you gonna delete that comment, YouTube?
Hey, my membership just went through for Carla for the next month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I put when it said how many days, I put 0 days. So you can quit my membership anytime you want. But I have
swimming pool money, honey.
My husband doesn't want to.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
So it can make me laugh.
It's too much work. He doesn't want to bother. I said, I will take care of it. He goes, yeah, right. You'll take care of it for a week, and then it's going to be my job. Which is right.
Pool boy money, honey.
Shauna in Texas and Shauna were on Jenny.
Oh my God, pool money on it.
Carla,
Thank you,
tell your
so cute. Thank you.
Carla, tell your husband we're taking up a collection for a pool boy. It'll be fine. He doesn't need to worry about that pool. We'll get you a pool boy.
You better make sure he's good looking.
And he can service you and your pool.
No, I can hear him now. No, it's going to be a girl. She's going to be like 25 years old, and we're going to have threesomes.
No.
Okay.
No, because
instead of hey, Ems, good morning.
Morning,
Ems. Good morning.
Because pool boys do it better.
Sending up prayers for
him. Instead of putting a dating show on here, we'll do a pool boy show.
Yeah, we can have a contest.
Have
like
a contest.
The Bachelor, but it could be the pool boy. Yeah.
Yes.
The way Jenna says
we
that,
haven't had you up on
just like, yes.
That's we do need an F-bomb emoji. The next emoji needs to be
but they have to wear.
Yes.
They have to be wearing their bathing suits though to participate.
Speedos.
They have to. Speedos.
You
whatever.
Something to the imagination.
Speedo thong.
Why leave anything up to the imagination? I've already been porn.
I mean, if you're gonna exploit young muscular men, let's do it right.
Exactly. See, you are on my team, Misdemeanor.
In my future. I can see this in my future. Oh my God.
We do need an F-bomb emoji, LaDonna. We do.
do.
Who makes them?
You know who?
Eagle.
Eagle. She can do anything. She can get
They are going home today.
I was
They're
just
going
saying
home today.
today.
She's going home today.
Oh my God.
Today.
Oh,
The whole
yay.
time she was here.
And hopefully never going back.
No, she has
Bailey,
to go
good
back
morning,
in 2
Bailey.
weeks.
Yeah,
She
but
does have
not
to go.
for right,
not
but
forever.
meaning for the 2 months, 3 months that she's been there. Let's hope.
No, they'll go
Let's
back and
hope.
replace the stent,
I know.
or hopefully not have to. And he'll be home free.
Oh yeah, Mandy Mixed Media makes the emojis too. That's right, Remy.
Oh, she's an artist.
Oh, good idea.
Really
Yep.
We were talking
I
last
wonder if
night,
she would make one
and
for
she
me.
said he had a Nissan. I said Nissan fundoplication. She goes,
Speaking of
how do you know
Mandy,
that word? I said, I know all the $14 words.
speaking of Mandy, she was supposed to have a late night live last night. I wonder if she did it because
Yes, she did. Yeah,
she did. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to watch the
It
replay.
was too late for me, but anyways.
It was too.
I'm starting to do for what's her name? Kimmy P has a Kimmy P, that's the start of her hat. And then I have one for when the baby gets older.
Look how cute.
Oh, look
Isn't
at
that just
that.
so cute? I love
Yes.
That's my favorite.
I check the mail every day for my hat.
I did a little button on top, a little flower. So
You check your mail more than Carla does.
Right? I check my mail every day for my hat, Carla.
Oh my God, I haven't been to the post office in ages. Oh, we got this is sad, guys. Okay, you want to know what's sad? When I get excited about getting new face masks, because I just got one.
Which one did you get?
I got one.
You got to put it on.
Hang on. I will. Damn it.
We need a damn it emoji too, because she says damn it a lot.
I know. I'm a damn it girl.
You are a damn it girl.
And I'm a damn it girl. So it's all cotton.
Ooh.
So that's really good. And then he got some for himself.
I can't see it.
Which are.
It's pretty plain.
Does it say
Anya.
pool boy?
Oh, okay.
You need to get one that says pool boy.
Red, white, and blue.
Nice.
Oh, I like that.
cool.
I want that one.
I have that in the those
I'll send it to you.
those neck things.
But he'll probably
it
kill
comes
me.
up and you pull it up. But those are big. It's like it doesn't stay up; it slides down.
Good morning, Ben.
Oh, those don't
Hi,
slide
Ben.
down.
Good morning, Tawanda.
Hi,
Good morning, Tawanda.
Hi, LaDonna. Hi, Bailey.
Good morning.
Oh, there's Bailey. When did Bailey sneak in? Hello, Bailey. Good
A
morning.
little bit ago.
Oh, I missed it.
A little bit ago.
I couldn't figure out how to stream without Wi-Fi, or because I wanted to live stream when I was in Mandalay Bay to show everyone how many
Oh my goodness.
people were in that building. I couldn't believe, and everybody was wearing their
I
masks.
wish
Right, Remy? She said the schools here really think the little kids will wear masks. They're going to be slingshots.
Dory, all you have to do, just record it from your phone and upload it to YouTube.
Right, I'm just like not really savvy, and I haven't. This is the first phone I've had in years. I haven't had a phone because I always
You and me both. I'm so bad.
online.
Morning, Ben.
See, you can't go
Morning,
live
Wanda.
on YouTube. You have to
Wanda.
download StreamYards, because if you want to start a channel or whatever and you're under 1,000, you can't go live on YouTube. So
Okay.
that's why everybody uses StreamYards. So you have to download StreamYards to be able to go live.
But I never go live on YouTube anyways. I've only gone live on YouTube once, and that was to do the
And
members
I heard
only.
you can't go live unless you have a webcam. You can do webcams if you're under 1,000 people.
No,
Well,
you still have to have a program.
Yeah.
I mean, like to go live on YouTube, even though I'm under 1,000 and I have a webcam, I still need a program like
You're
OBS. You still have to attach the
It's just-
program to YouTube. It's ridiculous. It's
That's
more of a pain in
really
the
weird because when I was doing
ASS
it,
than it is
when I was
anything else.
playing around with it, Jenna, it said webcam. I'm like, oh, I have a webcam, and so I turned it on, and I was like, it says you're live, and I shut it off really quick. I got scared because I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to go live.
No,
But that doesn't. Does that make any sense? You know, you want people
No.
to go live on YouTube, but you got to get 1,000
Yeah,
subscribers.
that's what I said.
Mhm.
But when you go, hey, so sub to my channel. Well, do you have content?
Yeah, exactly.
No, because I can't go live.
I wanted to learn how to go live so I could document the progress of my home renovation.
Donna.
Oh, really?
I bought an older home in
Underwear on her face.
I had to build an apartment, and I wish I'd been able to understand how to go live during the building process of this apartment and the arguments that my roommate and I got in over it. I mean, just getting to the point where I was building the apartment, he literally, I had to remove an island in my kitchen, and it was built in the 50s or 70s or something, and he was I knew it was going to be a really big job and it was going to be hard work just to remove that island, and he went like almost mental on me and started kicking things, and there was like gas pipes and stuff under this counter, and he said, okay, we're going to blow up now, and he kicked some board, and I was like, really, are we really good? I mean, I wish I had all that on camera because it was hilarious, just to get him. And then once he got into he started putting his own money into it. Like he wanted certain floors, and I'm like, no, I can't afford those. No, 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 no. I said, we can just paint the floor. He's like, no, but I go, nope, just paint it, so he got the money out of his own pocket to do all the floors in that apartment that is in my house because he had to have those floors. It was just hilarious to go through. I said, I'm going to make you YouTube famous. I'm going to make you go, because he can fix anything from a car to a whatever, I just wanted to document him doing this. And I would like to document him because there's a lot of like my apartment, which I kind of share with him because, I could separate us, but I haven't yet. We have to build a whole kitchen, a whole second bathroom so I can have my own private bathroom because I don't like sharing a bathroom with boys. I'm sorry. I just don't. And so he knows how to do all that stuff, but we have to do it on like a really limited budget, like extremely. So, I mean, I have had this toilet sitting in that bathroom, not attached to anything for over a year now because, it requires quite a bit of work to get into the cement and hook it up and connect it. And I just think it would be
Sorry, my friend just messaged me. I thought I was muted. Sorry.
Yeah, so I want to learn how to go live and film all this stuff so that I could put it on my channel. And it is content and it is stuff that people would watch, I'm pretty sure, because it is almost a total home
renovations is cool. I love watching that stuff.
Right. So I want to do that, but I'm I forget, I'm old and I'll forget that I wanted to.
You're not that old.
So, the thing is, I will forget. I'll be like, oh, like he went to Idaho to help his dad who's in his 80s, and he brought back a wood pellet burning stove that he's going to install. Now I have to remember when he's installing that to film it so that I can put it on YouTube and show people how to install a wood burning stove. You know what I mean? Like there's just stuff that I want to film and I forget. I'll probably just be sleeping and while he's doing that, and I'll wake up and it'll already be installed. And I won't be able to say, well, can you uninstall it and you know what I mean? And reinstall it so I can film you. That's how it's gonna go. I'm like filming stuff like when I was in Mandalay Bay. I'm trying to film the hallways that that horrible person that shot all those people like had wandered down, and I wanted to film it and show that now there's just like normal people walking around, and you know, I felt like I was in American Horror Story, staying at that hotel. Honestly,
Yeah, that was pretty horrific.
especially after like listening to your or watching your videos about your ghost, and here I was in this place where somebody who killed like 54 people had been staying with an arsenal of weapons not that long ago. You know, it was just, but I
How many
forgot.
people died in that? That was like about 60 people or something.
I think it was 54 or 50.
Oh, Ben, your parents' 50th wedding anniversary is Saturday. Well, happy anniversary to your
happy
parents.
anniversary to your parents.
Yay.
50 years. Wow, that's
anniversary.
awesome.
Happy
Ben, how is your
anniversary.
mom doing, by the way? She had breast cancer and was
Yes.
got treatment.
Did she?
Yes.
Yeah.
I always ask him. I try to ask him how his mom is doing. Nice to you.
Good morning, Oakley.
She's been doing well.
Hi, Oakley.
Oh,
Oakley.
and this virus shit means they won't be able to do anything. I'm sorry. The 2 tacos.
Are you guys doing a party or something, Ben? Or are they going away? Are they doing anything for their anniversary?
Oh, yeah, I know. I see that too a lot. Sorry, I didn't mean to. What's that say?
I'm trying
If
to
a
show you.
man, if a man says he will fix it, there's no need to remind him every 6 months.
That was
Hi, Katja.
Katja? I thought it was
my
Katja.
roommate.
I said Katja.
I have Katja is how I say it. I don't know if I'm
Katja.
saying.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but good morning. I think that's how I always say it, but I'm not sure.
Katja.
Like Katja. I Katja.
Yeah,
Katja.
I Katja. A Katja.
Katja. That's how I say it anyways. I think she's
I've been married. Wait.
Oh,
I think
that's
I've been
true.
married
With
for 50
I always,
years, just not to the same person.
the virus is ruining everything, Ben.
Yeah, me
It
too.
is. It is.
Come to think of it.
I mean, we don't even know yet when school's starting. I just did the schedule yesterday and got it all fixed up, and then my boss calls me and said, one of the high schools starting a week later, and now the parochial school, the public schools, they don't think they're starting till September 14th. And I was like, oh God, we just had our meeting. So my morning's going to be calling these schools and going, does anybody have their stuff together? So because
Katja. Oh, okay.
Like caught you?
Yeah, she says caught is in the beginning. So Katja.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Oh, well, I was wrong. My bad. I don't even know how to.
Katja, I gotcha.
You're so witty, I swear.
Gotcha, I gotcha. And I'm my bad because I said it was Katja.
Yep, it's
and I've been calling
Katja.
her Katja. So there, we all did it wrong.
I'm an idiot. Well, here I was live. I thought I was live for 10 minutes and realized I wasn't. I'm looking for.
You don't either, Remy. We don't. I mean, they keep changing the start date, so we don't know what the heck's going on. And now my guards are getting pissed because they're like, "Well, when are we starting?" Well, okay, it's not my fault. The schools can't get their stuff together and decide what's going on.
The J is like a Y. Oh, okay.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Katja.
Not really Spanish, but
Katja.
kind of Spanish.
Katja.
What were we
Katja.
talking about that the other day with the
what?
Jesus? Who was it I was talking to the other day?
Jesus.
Oh,
about
Bailey, thank you so much.
Oh,
about the J being
I think it's going. How's it
H.
going, everybody? Hi, Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn.
Good morning, Evelyn.
K, I got you. The H is a J. I mean, the J is an H.
Well,
No, the J is a Y.
Evelyn, I will pay you. I will pay you.
The
to
J
take that
is
over.
like a Y.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we'll just Katja. I don't know. We're good. She says everybody messes it up. She's good.
Katja.
I swear to God, I thought it was Katja.
I thought it was Katja. So.
Well, at least you didn't say Cujo.
No. I'm going to
Whatever.
spit my coffee out.
Okay, so does
I had
anybody
Cujo.
have a good movie I can watch today? Okay. So Evelyn, yesterday I ended my stream early because I was sure I had a doctor's appointment. I had a doctor's therapist appointment. Come to find out, I'm not having one until the 25th of August. So yeah.
And then she thought she was live this morning, and she
For
wasn't.
15
She
minutes.
said for 15 minutes. She's
She's
having
on
a rough
there.
couple of days.
Listen. No, it's
And here
even
we are.
better.
Oh, what?
It's even better. She's
Misdemeanor,
bitching about me for 15 minutes not being there. I get on there. She bitches some more about me being late, and she's not even freaking live. So whatever.
Misdemeanor told a story. Oh, True Helper. Good morning. Good morning.
Read his thing.
Do you know
Read
if
it.
you fart in the wind, you risk getting stink face? Just saying, you have a better chance of getting spanked. Dang.
You do COVID-19.
Thanks for that.
Katya. Much love, Katya. Katya.
Good morning, True Helper. You
Helper,
always come in with your witty self.
Yeah,
You're the
come up
first
on
to
panel.
know.
So
I
Listen,
tried to talk Ems into coming up on panel, but she doesn't want to. Evelyn doesn't want to.
okay,
Shauna
when
doesn't
she
want to.
asks me
Nobody
why I'm
wants
not
to come up.
talking, everyone tell her it's because she is.
He never shuts
Right?
up.
True Helper. Just so
Okay,
you know,
I'm muting.
we're having a pool boy competition for
There you
Carla
go.
because her husband says she can't have a
And
pool
we
because she won't
elected
take
you.
care of it. So we're going to circumvent that negativity by having a pool boy competition for Carla, and we're going to buy her a pool boy. So if you want to,
Pitch in.
You know, put a
Pool boy money,
Speedo
honey.
on.
you're going to
You
need
want
a
to put a
thong
Speedo on, a thong
Right.
Speedo and do a dance? We'll
Right.
vote.
Yeah. Secretly, I'm hoping you're the only one that shows up, but you know,
That's what we're all hoping.
whatever.
So nasty. He's so nasty.
Dirty girl.
Dirty girl. She's
Evelyn,
a dirty.
Carla, Evelyn's asking you a question. Carla, I don't hear you. What do you think you had yesterday morning?
Don't say that.
That's what she said. Carla, I don't hear you.
Muted. Because I was told to.
Nobody told you to shut up.
No.
No
No.
one.
No.
No,
No.
It was implied.
it was not.
It was not.
She basically had an appointment with her counselor yesterday, so she got off because she thought she had it at 9:30,
Yeah.
and come to find out it wasn't until the 25th. This morning, she
It
sits
happened.
there and tells us all that she's going live. So we're talking, saying good morning,
That
talking.
was funny.
And we went about probably 10, 15 minutes, and then we realized she never pushed the live button.
Well, and here's the thing: Misdemeanor was telling a story, and she didn't.
She
Never did
was.
tell
And
the story.
we all muted our mics.
And
so
so
she could
I'm
tell the
looking.
story.
I'm looking on YouTube because on YouTube it's not delayed. Okay, it comes up right away. So I'm looking. I'm like, where the is my live? And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking. I'm like, I look at the top and it says go live, and I'm like, oh shit! I never pressed the go live button, guys. So Misdemeanor told her story to just 3 other people. So,
Can we hear the
if
story?
she wants to tell the story, I will mute. I promise. I won't say a word.
I'm not-
It's not even that
Not
great a
in
story. Y'all just pray I get a job.
I was
Okay, what was
telling you
Yeah.
a story. Just go ahead.
Oh, it's funny.
Story.
Come on.
Yes, tell the story.
Tell the damn story.
I'm muting. I will not interrupt, I
I
promise.
love you, Evelyn. Thank you so much.
Did you
Carla.
read?
It wasn't implied for you to shut up. Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you read True
I
Helpers?
know it wasn't. I was
Yes.
just joking, guys. I
A
joke with her
banana
all the
hammock.
time.
I need some banana hammock therapy.
Listen, if Misdemeanor wants me to shut up, there's no problem telling me.
Banana
Timmy
hammock.
Ray King. Hi, Timmy Ray.
I've never heard it called that.
In Australia, they call them budgie smugglers.
They call it what?
Oh, what?
They're called budgie smugglers.
Bungee smugglers. Oh my. Come here, you bungee smuggler. Come and give me a kiss.
What? Bungee smugglers.
Come
I
lay
don't
on
get it.
me.
Wait, guys, explain this to me because I'm really, really lost.
Hammocks.
Okay,
We're
you
talking
know
about
Speedos?
Speedos.
Oh,
Speedo bathing suits for men.
Oh, now I get it.
Banana hammock.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's actually pretty funny. Okay, tell your story, Misdemeanor. I promise I won't interrupt.
No, passive aggressive is actually an awesome tool, just so you know, because when you apply for a job in February and you still don't, you get hired, and yet you still are not working and you have no paycheck, and you get fingerprinted and they do a background check on you, and they take your picture for an ID, and yet you're still not working. When that census thing comes in the mail and you fill it out, but you intentionally don't mail it because you're so pissed off because you're not working for them. So last night, the doorbell rings, like 6 o'clock, 6:30. I go answer it. Lovely young lady standing there with a bag around her neck that says Census Bureau. I went, well, looky here. And so I explained to her my dilemma, and she said, God, please call them because like nobody is coming to work. I'm like, well, when you hire people in February and it's August and nothing happens in between then and you don't have employment, she said, are you working? I said, no. No.
No, I was waiting for that phone
I was waiting for the
call.
census. She goes, did you mail in your census? You didn't mail in your census. I said, no, sure didn't. Because I'm a bitch like that. So she did my little census thing, but yeah, I got to call them at 9.
So, Misdemeanor wanted to know, put a 1 in the chat.
If you mailed in your census. If not, I'll come see you.
Nobody did it.
That's how we found out we weren't live.
It's because nobody put a 1.
Okay, so what is your job? Do you have to go door to door?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, see, nobody's
give you a
come to
list.
our door. Of course, I never answer my door.
That's because they're just getting to work. It just started.
Give it time. Give it time.
Give it a minute. I'll be there in a week, Carla. With my little son.
So what?
And we'll hang out in the pool with the pool boy while we do your census.
Yes.
And the cabana boy.
And the cabana boy in a banana hammock.
And a banana
Good morning, Jason.
Oh, speaking of banana hammock. I can't.
I don't know that they can find you. I really don't, because I haven't mailed mine in, and I didn't do my census one year and argued with the guy. And later, months later, found out that it was actually a constitutional thing. That, yeah, I guarantee, but you have to do this every 10 years. So I argued with the guy and said,
how long does it take to do that? Like for
like
you?
2 seconds. Like 2 seconds.
No, but I mean, how long will you be gainfully employed with that?
I asked her because it's technically only a year-long thing, if it lasts that long. So it's temporary work. But thing is they've started so late, and COVID is COVID. So it could go into January or February, is what they're thinking.
Oh, God.
Evelyn said, Carla, trust me, you will not be able to avoid the census people. They will stalk you.
I avoid phone calls. Hi, little Kelly. I avoid phone calls pretty darn good.
This is why, they're like, they hire Jehovah's Witnesses. They just keep showing up.
Oh, little Kelly.
Oh, little Kelly.
When someone comes to my door, I always think that. What's the matter?
She said,
someone think I try to steal garden gnome.
Bring your headphones in. Put your headphones in your ear. Put your mask on and stroll through Walmart and listen to us. We'll make it better for you, little Kelly.
Yeah. Well, we'll tell jokes.
Yeah.
Help her up on panel. He can talk.
He said he can't wear a banana hammock. Someone will think I'm trying to steal a garden gnome.
I have a bad image right now.
I was trying to think if it's that lumpy, what sexually transmitted disease do you have to make it that lumpy? That's kind of scary.
Katya thought my picture was an astronaut.
In a bubble?
In a astronaut bubble head. Oh, and someone stirring coffee and Carla's in your cup.
She thought she was enough.
She's right. If you look at it, it does
Oh
look
my
like
God.
a little helmet on. And
Oh,
your face
There
is-
you go, little Kelly. I'm so
Morning,
glad we
Remy.
gave you that
Please don't
idea.
porn me, Remy. Please don't
What
porn
the
me.
hell are you guys doing?
I don't
You
know. We're
know?
on something.
I'm pretty sure it's not legal,
I'm
whatever it
morning,
is.
sir.
fun.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
morning,
Had a few
Morning
minutes
Star.
and
Hi, Morning Star.
Figured I'd say
Morning,
hello.
Star.
Hello.
She loves the title of your stream this morning, Carla.
I
What's the
forget what I
title?
titled it.
What is it?
You're in
I
the show?
forgot. What
No.
is it?
Didn't you title it Thirsty Thursday? Did you title it Thirsty Thursday?
Yeah, I
Oh.
did. I did.
Yeah, it does. Actually, it
Yeah,
pays
that was
well.
back in college.
As we're talking
the
about
year that I
pools
went.
and pool guys.
I think, hear me out.
Thirsty
Okay?
Thursday.
Just hear me out. on
Sorry,
this one.
another
I know
image.
that,
Sorry.
I know that this is going to sound weird. We should have the guys in the community do the contest.
Okay, everybody got quiet.
For girls?
Can you hear me?
Do the what?
The guys
We
in
should
the...
have the guys in our community do one of, like, a part of the contest. Like
What part of the
Smokey,
contest?
True
What
Hooper. The
Oh,
pool-
Smokey
The
would do
command.
it. Smokey.
You guys, are you
Has she
guys
even
with
been
us
here?
today? What
not.
contest
Right.
are we doing?
Listen.
We've been
Smokey-
talking.
like,
Listen,
different
Linda, get on the program, guys.
Y'all need to think about this because I'm starting to imagine what Smokey would show up costumed
know,
as.
Oh, that's why I suggested.
He would come with a freaking elephant on his trunk.
Wait.
He would on his trunk.
Robbie would look good at
Song.
Robbie
On
would be good
Halloween,
at
we
it.
are all going to dress up and we're going to have a Halloween costume contest. And I know I stole that idea from somebody, but I think it
Science
was
girl.
awesome. Now that I
Billy,
have 10
I'm coming to
people
your
on my-
house first for your census. I'm climbing that
if
wall,
you-
Hey, I
girl.
already
If
did
you
my
stole that
census, so I
idea,
don't
you
wanna hear
stole it
shit.
a long time ago because everybody does Halloween contest in the Halloween. So you didn't
thing is
steal
now
it.
We can have 10 people on panels so we can all
I was a devil
be our
last year.
silly costumes. Hi, Leo Waves.
I took like
My
lipstick
girlfriend.
and drew like
Oh, here
blood
we
coming
go
out of my
again.
mouth. It was horrible.
Melinda.
go.
Morning,
Here we go.
Melinda. Morning, Melinda.
I just also wanted to come up and say, Dory, you are
Y'all
my
was
thoughts and prayers.
talked about this virus. I think it was that virus is who win and gets in the White House.
Who did what?
I'm
Y'all
so
was talking
confused.
about the virus.
Oh,
I
God,
think
no.
that the virus is who wins and get in the White House.
You know,
Oh,
it's very odd
not
that
sure.
this all happened on an election year. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Jenna, do you
so
hear her,
sorry.
Remy? Remy, do you
I
hear
d-
Jenna?
Yeah,
I mean,
can you guys hear
Wait.
me?
yeah.
I hear myself, yes, but I do not hear Remy. No.
Oh, you don't hear
Jenna.
Remy. I
Earth
didn't
to
think you
Jenna.
did.
All right,
Jenna
I'll come back
doesn't
in.
hear you. All right.
I don't hear you, Remy.
Okay, she's going to hop off and then come back on.
Sorry if I was interrupting you,
Sorry, how are
Remy.
you doing? No, that's okay. I figured you didn't hear her. That's why I had to ask because StreamYard's been acting up real goofy today. It wasn't my fault that I didn't go live. It was StreamYard.
Might not be
StreamYard.
StreamYards, might
Sticking
be
to it.
your ghost Pete or whatever the hell is.
Oh my God, True Helper,
True
you are
Helper.
cracking me up.
I just went and got some fresh bills from the bank. Damn. You're not stripping anymore? I didn't get that memo until just
Someone read
now.
that? Oh my gosh, that is too funny.
I don't have elephantitis down there, but damn. Well, I won't get caught wearing skins. Like in Zoolander, I stopped selling my booty years ago. It's not your booty we want to buy.
Can you guys hear me?
Remy,
all of
talk.
you?
Let me see if I can hear you.
Jenna. Jenna.
All right, I'm going to go out and come back in because I still can't hear her.
Okay.
Damn it.
gonna
Well, no,
try-
it's all right. It's all right.
Oh,
I'll
no,
hop
she
off.
just-
Don't worry
just-
about it.
No, she hopped off and she's coming back. She already hopped off.
I only
Remy,
had a few
so-
minutes. I only have a few
Does
minutes.
everybody
so-
else
but,
hear her? Does everybody else hear her?
I hear her.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Hey, Katja,
Can you
the
hear
politicians
Dory?
have to endure that test every day. Is that why they're acting like they're acting? Because there's nothing left up there?
My
Oh, my
Just a thought.
husband made me turn off the news last night because Joe
Why?
Biden and someone else was on.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Sleepy
that
Joe.
woman was on. And
I
he
heard
said,
Mike
"Turn
Pence had
nothing
something to
because
say.
Yeah.
he usually wants me to have the news on." Well, that was on the news. So he's like, "Turn that asshole off." I'm not saying it because I don't want to get muted or, in trouble. But
You
yeah,
know,
he was
it's crazy.
having it.
I was on vacation this past weekend with my ex-boyfriend or boyfriend. I don't even know what he is anymore. And he's very into politics. And he was talking to me about something. I'm like, what? What happened? And I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. He's like, oh, this person got elected in the primary in Michigan. I'm like, but why do you care? You don't live there.
You have to care. It's very important because it goes
It's
all
weird.
down. It goes all down into the Senate, into the House, doll. And if we don't get the House back, we are in trouble. I'm just saying. Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying
Jenna?
it's weird.
It's
He's
just
like
4 more years of the
way
same
into it.
gridlock we've been having for the last
Yeah,
50.
absolutely. Because especially we got to get Piglosi out of there. She's like
Did you hear?
He's very into it, and if you
Yes,
don't,
I can
so
hear
am I.
Remy now.
Okay, I'm going to mute
Yeah.
for a minute.
Yay!
I have to get a coffee.
Good morning, Remy.
Morning. How are you, Jenna?
I'm good now that I can hear you.
Leo's
How's
wife
that-
is coming up
how's
on
that
panel
pool?
because she got up on the wrong
She's
side of bed. So I'm forcing her to come up on my
I had
panel
to.
this morning.
I had to.
There you go, Leo's wife. We'll cheer you up.
Oh, what's wrong?
I don't know. She woke up on the wrong side of the bed, she said.
She's cranky
I woke up on the wrong
McCrankster.
side of the bed since Sunday.
Well, she needs her new best friend.
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah,
She's
Yeah.
gotta get
Here
those.
we have
she's
to
in
have
withdrawals.
to cheer you up, babe.
Mm-hmm.
So get your butt up here.
But I just can't,
Anybody else?
some
I
people.
can have 4 more people up here.
I just, I don't get into the like deep-rooted political stuff. Like I know what's kind of going on, but I don't like dive into every state's primary and this, that. Ow, there's a freaking acorn on my foot.
Okay, Leo's wife is on panel.
I still have
Say
a
hello
rash
to
from
Leo's
last
wife.
night.
We love
Hi,
Leo wife.
Leo's wife.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Oh, look
sweetheart.
at her name.
I love her accent.
What does it say?
I
It
know.
I
says
can't
She
see it.
never
Misty's
changed it.
BFF.
Oh,
She didn't change it from yesterday. The little
You little kiss ass.
Oh, hold on. I gotta fix mine.
brown
Oh,
noser.
here she
Look
goes.
here.
Here she goes. I gotta fix mine.
I
Hold
got
on.
a fair warning.
The twins.
I'm in a bad mood this morning.
Why?
Oh, I don't know, but
What didn't he do to you this morning?
people on YouTube are so stupid. It makes me so
Well,
mad.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, I don't
I
even-
hear you.
Here we go. It's all better.
But, everybody has opinion, they're like
Right.
assholes. But
Exactly.
I don't know, I just get frustrated. But,
What are we
so-
frustrated about?
I don't have an asshole. I divorced it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, she's got an asshole too.
Huh?
I don't know.
I love you, Leo.
I love you, Bill. I need to go back to bed, I guess.
What's wrong? What happened? I missed it. My neighbor walks by.
Oh,
She's talking to me about
Voice
Aaron
it,
Rodgers. What the hell
girl.
happened?
Voice it. Get it
I just
out.
woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and I have to stay up because I have to take Winston to the spa today.
Oh,
So
good lord.
Little Winnie's gonna go get a do.
yeah, so I have to stay awake or he'll be late, and he can't be late to a spa day. So I just
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Leo's wife, you already know I'm dealing with an asshole too. So we're all dealing with
well,
assholes.
mine isn't even my husband this time, surprisingly. But
I'm not married.
Don't
I'm not
believe
dumb.
me, Evelyn. You're funny. She is funny.
But I just wanted to hop on and say hi. I'm just going to hop off. I'm just not in a good mood. So I'm with you, Leo's wife. But
Oh,
have a
we
great
love you,
day.
Remy. Have a
Yeah.
good
Have a
day.
good day, Rams.
I'll see you in chat. Bye, guys.
Evelyn, I think we should do it like the Hunger Games, and every state should send in 2 people as tributes. Whoever
oh my goodness, wouldn't
can
that be
run the
amazing?
country.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it? The Hunger Games. Yeah, that was a great book. Those were great books. I didn't like the movies.
Tributes.
I didn't like the movies, but the books were great.
Yeah, I did. I like the books. They were
Yeah.
pretty good.
The movies weren't as good. They never are. So what's been going on? I've been popping back and forth between,
Were you here first thing? I thought I was live for 10 minutes. We were behind the scenes talking. Misdemeanor's telling a story. 10 minutes later, I'm like looking for my live stream on YouTube. I'm like, where the hell?
And
then I looked up.
Am I live?
I looked up to the top and it says go live at the top. I'm like, I didn't even go live, guys.
Listen, Bailey said that when she met her fiance, she told him, "You look like you make bad choices. Come sit next to me."
Yeah, right. I was in a bar full of Marines, so I knew all of them made bad choices.
Hey, if you're going to be in a bar,
You love a little danger. Come here, boy.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I just dropped my damn makeup bag and shit is all
You are always welcome here, Ninth Element.
Oh, me.
Unless you
I was switching between you guys.
You're not welcome.
Evelyn. She said, "Of course, the party with more hunters would want a Hunger Games setup." Go Republicans!
Yay!
I love you, Evelyn, so much. Oh my God, I love you.
I know. What happened to the Aunt Evelyn? She had Aunt Evelyn before.
Oh yeah, you did.
She changed her name.
Aunt Ev.
I want to change my name.
What are you going to change it to?
You tell me what you want to change to.
Oh, you mean your sexy beast?
I want something spicy or something.
Okay, well, tell me what you want.
Misdemeanors girl.
No, you want something spicy. So Leo wife will be now known as. Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was thinking of something like Morticia, but no, that's not good.
Morticia.
No, I don't. I'm trying to think. What's a sexy name?
I don't know. People come up with the best names, and I'm like,
don't
Smexit. How about Smexit? Like smack it and sexy. Smexit.
They're so creative, like testicles.
How about spicy chalupa?
Like, testicles name. How cool is that? I mean,
I know it is.
It's like, how can you? That's a creative person. No, it's a creative person. I don't know. People come up with some good names.
I'm thinking
they do. Testes.
Oh, that's more like for a man, though.
Well, she could put, "I like my man's testes." See, honey, I do talk about you.
I'm gonna switch to my computer. I'll be back.
Okay,
I'll be back.
Oh gosh,
Morticia.
Yeah. So, what else is new? Nothing. Just.
Well,
I was watching Katie, and I was switching back and forth, and
is she on now?
Yeah, she had to clean up dog poop, so she was gagging and throwing up.
God.
So did she not put the puppy in the kennel? Did he tear up anything last night?
Oh, I don't know. She didn't say. I did see. She said her and Doug went and got
She's back with him.
Is she back with him?
No, they're just friends. But she went back and they went and got Jax before they went home after bingo or whatever. And Jax wasn't having it. He was not happy about the puppy. So it's going to take them a while to get used to each other.
Okay, so is Jax at her house now?
No, Jax is at Doug's. Jax is at Doug's. Okay. She just goes and gets him. I think she goes and gets him like when Doug's got to work like a lot of hours and then he sleeps. I think she was going to get him then, so he wouldn't be alone. You know what I mean? But
right.
Yeah, she said Jax was terrorizing the puppy all night. But what Jax doesn't realize is in a couple of weeks that puppy's going to be a lot bigger than him. So.
Oh, Evelyn, I agree. Trait training is a must. We've trait trained all of our dogs.
Well, she got a little testy this morning saying, "Y'all quit telling me how to do this." And I'm thinking, but you were asking. So
you quit going live and asking stupid questions.
Exactly. There you go.
And everybody's telling you to crate train this puppy. And you can't tell me the vet's not telling you to crate train this puppy.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing they do.
The vets will all tell you to crate train a puppy.
Absolutely.
But
here's the thing: it's humane to do it that way.
Yes,
well,
it
it's
is.
safe for them. I mean, you put them in the crate when you leave the house so they don't hurt themselves.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
was just
puppies eat everything.
Mama puppies.
they ate my dining room suit. I'm just saying, everybody's
And I mean,
taking a chunk out of it.
It could get electrocuted. I mean, there's tons of things that can happen to a puppy.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They're like a 2-year-old, you know. But yeah, so
we gotta find a good name for you. We gotta come up. I'm gonna come up with a name. I swear to God.
How about something with that southern accent? How about sexy southerner? Sexy southerner.
I really need to work today too. I don't feel like it.
Oh, I feel for you.
It's not that bad. But I need to get some stuff done and take the puppy to the I'll make a taco surprise tonight.
Help her. Little parasites in the puppy.
Take the puppy to the spa. Take the puppy to the spa. You're so damn cute. Hold on a minute. Let me get him and I'm gonna put him on camera for y'all to see.
Good.
Come here, move, Harley. Move. Come here, Winston. Come here, baby. Come here.
And he just walked out. Everyone's like, shut the fucking door. Let me see my Winnie. Winston is our love child.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him. He's being hard to get along with.
I can only say that when Jenna's gone. When she'll beat me up.
Karma, move, baby, so I can get him.
Oh.
He's playing games. Hold on. Let me get my fat ass on the chair.
Carla, Jenna's backstage, babe.
And I could hear you.
Yeah, I mean, iPhone suck. I hate it.
I didn't say that. That was Nunya that said that. She was disguising her voice.
What?
I heard that.
I'll lay you down with you. Winnie, buddy, what's up?
Hey,
look how cute.
Hey,
does mommy abuse you and crate train you?
Looks like Benji.
Oh my God! Look at their face.
That is a little pumpkin.
Oh my God! Hi,
That's
baby.
And mind you, in the camera, he looks big, but he really isn't big. He's a teacup. He's a teacup Yorkie.
He's a teacup Yorkie.
Yes, he's very, very tiny.
Oh my God, he's so cute. How old is he?
He just turned a year old last month.
Oh, he's so cute.
I can't see you. There you
His
go.
baby pictures are
Is
just
that Benji?
insane.
Is that his name, Benji?
No, his name is
Sweetheart.
He's a Yorkie. His name is Winston.
Oh, Winston.
Uh-oh.
You're so cute.
Isn't that someone else's dog's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought his name was Fluffer the whole time.
Fluffer.
Oh, I did too.
Or I never would have named my dog.
Oh, he's cute. I don't care.
But when I get his girlfriend, her name is going to be Willow.
Oh, Willow and Winston.
Yeah.
That's going to be cute. Oh, my God. Now I want
Good morning, Save Robbie.
Oh, he's
Robbie.
Hey, Robbie.
Say, Robbie, they're doing thing with the pool boy and the cabana boy. Which one you want?
Yes, I need a pool boy.
Saint Robbie would wear a banana hammock.
He would. You would wear a banana hammock, right? Saint Robbie. I don't.
He would rock that banana hammock.
He so would.
Yes, I do, Samara. I came back from Mandalay Bay and all 3 of the kittens were still here. The shelter, the no-kill shelter will not take kittens right now. So I have 2 extra kittens that are, up for grabs. I can't have cats. I'm allergic to them. So when they get bigger, I will keep that little kitten though, the youngest one. I don't like bugs more than I don't like cats. I like cats. I'm allergic.
Save Robbie. You didn't answer the question.
I gave him a link to come up.
Yeah.
So we could tag team him.
I would pay to see Robbie in a banana hammock.
I would too.
Be
honest, if we're gonna be honest.
Has anyone heard from M's this morning?
Kat
Yes.
just said, "Is a
She was in here a
banana?"
little while ago, wasn't
Yeah, she was in here just a little
Yeah,
bit
where'd
ago.
she go?
She,
Oh, good.
Carla asked her to come on panel, but I think she was busy.
You know,
Yeah,
it must
okay.
be nice to jump on a panel, jump in a chat first thing in the morning, and get totally sexually
I
mobbed
know.
by people.
Actually, my undies right now are kind of skanky, but not quite a hammock.
Oh my God. I was kind of like, when you started that sentence, Nanya, I was like, Nanya, what are you about to say? Sorry.
I was reading St. Robbie's comment.
So yeah, we need to start a donation for Robbie. We're going to call it the Robbie's New Panty Money Honey.
Oh yeah,
Money honey.
Robbie needs new
Robbie's
panties.
Money honey panty.
Money honey.
Come on, Robbie. They want a pool boy and a cabana boy. You could play both.
Yeah.
That's right.
What the heck?
You
Oh, he's
know,
probably getting ready to go to bed. He's probably getting ready to go to bed.
He's probably getting ready to join the witness protection program. These fucking weirdos on YouTube. You gotta hide me, man. You gotta hide
Bunch
me.
of weird females.
Look at LaDonna. She puts little bikinis.
We're smuggling a teddy bear.
Save Robbie will look like he's trying to smuggle a teddy bear, y'all. If you make him wear a banana hammock, run, Save Robbie, run.
Right.
Banana hammock money, honey.
There
That's
you
right.
go. That's it.
Oh, here's
Shauna.
Robbie. Robbie's coming. Hey, Robbie.
Robbie. Come on, Robbie.
Robbie.
Hello.
Well, hello.
Sexy boy.
Good
like,
morning, lover.
What is this banana
You know,
hammock
I
stuff?
haven't been to sleep yet.
Oh no.
Why?
I haven't. I got off late, and then Mexi just got off his live from the whole thing he did this morning, and then I saw you ladies, and you're talking about banana hammocks.
Take care of Lacey.
Oh, speaking of that, that's right. That is today. Everybody, please say prayers for Shanann Watts' family today.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
2 years
true. That was
today.
her.
Please.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Mexi did a really good live, and he left 4 white roses on their porch this morning.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
I
beautiful.
love Maxie. That's
I gotta go. I
awesome.
gotta
Maxie's
go.
a
I gotta
sweetheart.
see it.
Yeah, and he got some really good drone footage of inside the windows upstairs.
Really?
And the reader was really interesting because he was showing the reader up, and the words said, "Don't forget me," and it also said the number 4.
Aw.
It
Aw.
was really cool. It really, I wasn't expecting that. So
No one will ever
No,
forget
but
her.
never forget.
Mm-mm.
No.
yeah.
Mm.
So sorry to get off subject, but what's going on with the banana hammocks?
Well, okay, so here's where this started. Okay, we started talking about creative pool building, and I'll leave that right there. And you know, so Carla said that she had asked her husband for a pool, and he said, "No, you can't have a pool because you won't take care of it. Like she's 5 and she wants a puppy." Okay,
Yeah.
so we said, "F him. We will take up a collection. We'll buy you a pool boy,
I'll do
and
it.
he can."
There you go.
Problem solved. There we go.
Knocking
So
out-
then we decided, well, we're going to turn it into like The Bachelor, but we're going to call it the Pool Boy, and we'll have a competition.
Ooh.
Then we decided what the
Yeah.
gentleman would have to wear to this event, and just follow it from there. And then we started talking about, well, it's True Helper's fault about the banana hammock. He said he would not wear a banana hammock.
Well,
We
I
said-
do like to swim in the nude, so I might have to ditch the banana hammock and just go right into the pool. And I can cleanse it with my body. My sweat is like chlorine. It
Ooh.
cleanses the waters.
It'll glisten.
Yeah,
There you go,
Oh my
Carla.
God.
And
that
then
is a
you-
good idea, though. So
Right?
what you could have Smokey P and Brian St.
That's
John
what
can
we-
be in
Well,
there.
we
Right,
got
yeah.
kind of terrified at Smokey P because we figured instead of a banana hammock, you would have to add that elephant, with the trunk.
We've
we
seen
figured
him
he'd
in the
show up
pool
in-
too. We've seen him do his
Yeah,
work.
we've seen him in the pool. Mhm.
Mhm.
He's already got previous footage, so y'all are gonna have to step your game up, man. Just saying.
Okay.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for her husband to see the footage of the competition. He'll be out getting her a pool saying, "I'll take care of it. Just I've got the pool. Don't worry."
So
We'll get you a pool,
Carla,
Carla.
you could go like this. Go, babe. Look, I have all the helpers ready
Yeah,
this
right.
pool.
That pool cleaning thing, I got that took care of.
Say Robbie is going to star in it. and Robbie's running it.
And this is the foreman.
That's so funny because I just manscaped for like the first time in 2 months yesterday. So this is perfect. Really, this is amazing.
Did you do a little heart?
He's all ready.
Did you do a little heart?
There's like this thing on my chest. Yeah, no, I went bare on my chest. But you mean down there?
Yeah. That's where the heart goes.
Floor. I guess there's just like a throw rug. Just a throw rug. Yeah. A welcome mat.
Oh my God.
Don't forget to wipe your feet.
Wipe your feet.
See, look at you guys pollute me in the morning.
Oh, I love it though.
That's what we do. It's our specialty. Oh my God.
I could see Carla, the look on your husband's face when he opens the door and say Robbie's standing there going, okay, where do I start? And
wait, hold on. What's going on with Carla's head? Carla, what is that on your avatar?
That's me in a coffee cup. That's somebody stirring coffee in me. Remember what Mr. Meaner always says the best part of waking up is Carla in your cup.
Yeah. Carla's in the cup.
She's the second one that Kaja thought it was a moon helmet or something.
What are you throwing in my sink, Lily?
Uh-oh. Hi, Dory and Penelope, by the way.
Hi, say Robbie.
Nice to talk to you again, Dory. And I'm sorry to hear what happened. I heard yesterday. I'm sorry to hear that.
Robbie. I love you, Robbie, and I wish the best for you.
You too.
We talked about, addiction, and it's not the same thing. I wanted everyone to know that it's not exactly what happened. He did die of an overdose, but it's death by asphyxiation because of, I guess there was some vomit on the scene when they found him. He'd been homeless for a couple of years, and none of us had heard from him. So, but I love you, Robbie, and I wish the best for you. And these are the people that I'm concerned about on YouTube, that they live their best lives and keep their sobriety. And, it's important to me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm really, really sorry to hear that.
Ninth Element thought Carla joined NASA.
What's going on?
Ninth Element thought Carla joined
on
NASA.
me this morning. Who knows? I'm picking on me all morning. Robbie, I thought we were live for 10 minutes.
Bailey's?
And yeah, turned out I wasn't. And I'm like looking for my live stream on YouTube, and I'm like, where the hell is it?
But we were already
I can't find it
for 10 minutes. We thought we were on for 10 minutes. We were talking.
Wow.
And Misty told us.
It's what women do.
I've done that to where I've been scared. I've been talking shit or whatever. I'm not ready to go live yet. And then I look and I'm like, oh my God, am I live?
Oh,
and then I wasn't. No. It never happened, but I've always been scared that's going to
happen. We actually did that. We did that. We actually did that. We were on StreamYards. Do you remember that, Misdemeanor?
Love you too, Leo's wife.
Yeah.
We actually did that, and I'm like, oh my God, we're live, because people started talking in the chat.
Now, just remember, your best friend, the one and only, did say I love you. The other one, see, she didn't even notice you jumped down.
Listen,
I've
been talking to her. We've been sexting in DMs this whole time, so whatever.
Filthy little devil, you.
See? Bailey said, Robbie, oh my God, I'm sending at Manscaped to sponsor.
I don't know what they're texting about. I'm not part of that conversation, so you can't blame me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm sending Manscaping to sponsor Save Robbie.
Oh shit, I can't find my StreamYards now.
What are those things called? Yeah, it was like a scuba helmet, but those things were made of brass, man, and they were ridiculously heavy.
Remember those big ones? Yeah.
Underwater breathing.
Bailey says, F you, Folgers.
Right. That's what I'm screaming. Come for me, Folgers. Go ahead. I've changed your lyrics.
I hate Folgers.
Well,
Watch,
ladies,
Carla's going to get a copyright strike.
You got to go. No.
Robbie, have you talked to Pink at all?
A little bit. Yeah, I'm going to be
You know what I'm
opening.
talking about.
And I would be doing a little live with her tonight too. So we'll talk some more privately beforehand.
I wanted to have a private with you and Mr. Meaner if she's available.
Yeah.
To be available because I want to talk a little bit about.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
You guys
I
are
know.
gonna have
I'm
so
like
much
going nuts
fun.
trying to like, come on now. She tells you a little, she throws out these little like clues and
well, here's the thing. You have to come on the live, but after the live is over with, it's gonna go for members only. So gotta be there or be square if you want to watch it.
Wait, I'm not really sure. So what live are you talking about? Because I don't know if I know about that. Maybe you'll have to tell me later, Carla.
I will tell you privately, yeah.
You have to tell me what you're talking about with that.
Yeah, I know it's nothing to do with you, but
well,
that wasn't meant to be rude. Sorry. No, I just keep throwing it in.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I'm a loser, remember?
LaDonna, that works perfect.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna build on a little special room for Robbie in my mansion that I built.
I'll take that.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later, Robbie.
Sure. Can I put Trump wallpaper up? Would that be
You
okay?
can.
I would let you.
Wait, I don't want to get political on your asses, but before I go, I want to ask you, what do you think about the vice president selection of the Democratic Party?
No, he's going to lose anyway, but that was even the worst. That was the worst pick I've
I don't know how you recover from your racist pedophilic.
Thank you.
Pig.
Exactly. And you know what you know what her answer was? It was a debate.
It was a joke.
It was just
I was
kidding. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Because you're hoping that he dies off, so then Nancy could come in and think she's going to be the prez, or you're going to be the prez. And no, that's what I think they're doing. They don't respect him. Are you kidding me?
Yes, Katja. Actually, average people. Yes, average, wonderful, everyday, lovely subs who we love dearly can absolutely watch the live. Then after that, she's going to post it for members only. Now,
I can't wait to see when this live is.
I know.
Because I did not know this, so I'm going to throw this PSA out. On the membership thing, if you go and you look at it, if you just click on it, you don't have to join. You can look at all of the things that are posted there. And Carla intentionally, there's like levels of joining, okay? Carla kept hers all in the 99 cent to $3.99 range intentionally because it's just going to be a fun club. So it's extremely inexpensive. Even I could join. And I'm pretty broke as shit. But, just to have a fun thing for people who wanted to be members. So keep that in mind. Go look at it.
I'm just learning how these memberships work.
Right.
I'm really not really savvy about all that.
It's really a fun little thing, actually.
Right.
It's just a way for people, I think, to support you without having to spend like $10 on a super chat or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's 99 cents a month. So, it's
and when you click the join button, it didn't automatically start pulling money out of your account. So there's that. But click it and go through and look at the different levels and see what's offered and, make your decisions from there, not just on Carlos, but anyone's. I encourage it. I do it when I'm in someone's and they have a join button. I click on it just to see what they offer.
Right.
And I've joined Carla's and other people's. You don't have to stay forever.
I think. Did I join
offer nudes along with mine. Nudes.
Yes,
I joined Robbie's. I gotta go. I definitely joined Robbie's. But there's also going to be giveaways. And I'm going to give away like some of the stuff that I've made. And I know that's not fancy Sephora makeup or whatever. It's things that I've crocheted myself. And I'll include a $25 Amazon gift card in there. And then if you want to be included, you have to be in my stream. You have to tell me who you are, and I'll put your name on a list. And you'll have like 24 hours, to come at me.
Come at me.
Come at me.
Come at her. I don't know. I'm not really good at these stupid things.
You're doing
I know there's
babes.
this like number generator that you can do, and when you press it, it comes up, a number comes up, and you've got all the names on a list from 1 to whatever, however many people that you have, and then whatever number comes up, it's random, is the number corresponding to the person, and they get whatever I'm giving away. So.
There you go.
But I mean, yeah. And maybe maybe one of these nights I can figure out how to do what Diane did the other night. She had like a call, and we had 30 people in that call. It was fun.
Yes, LaDonna, we are going to add that into the perks that when you join, you get special time with the pool boy.
You got to keep whatever the pool boy catches in the net.
That's right. That's right.
And always check my community posts, because I've been asking people what they think, what is fair, what's not fair, you know.
Good ideas for member videos.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions, hey, I'm open for suggestions.
Right.
But I think you'll really enjoy what we have planned.
Hey, Top Cop.
Coming up.
Top Cop.
Hi, Top Cop.
Hey, Top Cop.
So hopefully you'll have fun. I want it to be fun, and you know, I want something that's going to make people smile, because I know Robbie's sick of like the hatefulness. I'm sick of the hatefulness. A lot of people are,
right?
Yep.
Dory is.
So in that vein, we offer you banana hammocks.
Banana hammocks.
And you get to lotion up the pool boy.
It's not going to be like for members only when we first do it. It's going to be for everybody. But you have to be there to see it. Once it's over, I'm putting it on for members only.
Yeah, well, nobody can hate banana hammocks. I mean, you got to be pretty twisted to hate banana hammocks.
Seriously.
Just saying.
Right?
Just saying.
It depends on who the banana hammock is on, though. I mean, because did you guys remember the night at the Roxy?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, my God. When they were walking down the beach.
I never saw that. I never saw that movie.
That's what you need to watch today. That's what you need to watch.
That's the movie I want.
Is that an old movie? I don't know.
It's just based on disco stuff. I don't want to say. I just no. When they
imagine
were on the beach,
the biggest losers at the disco in the 80s.
Yes.
Go from there.
That sounds funny.
And then
it is hysterical.
Blackhearted.
Beach wearing those blacks.
Blackhearted is sending you her love, Dory.
I see that. She was really sweet to me last night.
Okay.
And how about Robbie when they were getting ready in the bathroom and they were spraying on their sideburns?
Yeah, well, I love Chris Kattan as the mango. Remember on SNL, he's like the mango.
Yes.
Don't talk to the mango. And he does that little dance in those little shorts.
Chris Kattan is just, and he becomes his character so good.
Who's in it?
Chris Kattan and the guy with the curly hair, which
Will Ferrell.
Yes, Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. Oh my God! Did you guys ever watch Step Brothers?
Yes.
That was hilarious.
Oh my God, Carla, that lady that he's banging, the lady, she's like, I want you in my mouth. Kiss me. Kiss me.
Oh my God! Yes, I know.
I'm gonna rip you up and put you inside my vagina.
Yeah, she's like, I want to shrink you down in a little ball and put you inside of my vagina and just feel you there, just tickling.
Oh my God!
They made a homemade bunk bed. They made homemade bunk beds, and they collapsed.
Yes,
they both walked in their sleep. They both sleepwalked. Oh my God!
When they go to the parents, could we do both? Could we do our activities in our room? And they're like, I don't care what you do.
Activities.
No. And they're both standing there. Does that mean we can't?
And he's rubbing his balls on the guy's drum set.
Oh, that was funny.
Because he says, "Don't you ever touch my drums.
My drums, ever." And he runs upstairs and rubs his balls. I can't believe he actually did it. I can't believe he actually did. I went to the movie. I saw that movie with my brother and his girlfriend. And my brother kept elbowing me every time a good part was coming up, which was practically the whole movie. And then when that part came up, he's like, and he's hitting me, and yeah, watch this. I go, you're killing me. So when that part came up, I just stared at the screen, and he was on the floor dying. And I'm like, is those his are really those his balls? And he's like, yeah. I go, that's disgusting.
It was like funny though. That was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
And so is Pineapple Express. I have to say that.
I love James Franco, but I've never seen that.
I've never seen that one either.
You got to. Oh God, you guys.
James Franco is like the perfect husband because he's funny and he's attractive, so that the funniness makes him more attractive.
Oh my God, he's so cute. He is.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
His brother is okay. He's better.
Yeah, he's a lot.
Okay, I like funny movies. So what? Chat.
Pineapple Express.
What's the funniest movie anybody in the chat has ever seen?
This
Maybe
is
we'll do that.
Pretty damn funny.
Maybe we'll do that.
The Money Pit. The Money Pit.
Movie night. We'll have a funny movie night. I don't know how to do it, but I'll learn.
I love funny movie nights.
Yes,
the Money Pit.
We'll have everybody vote on the funniest movie, and the one that votes. For,
they have a commercial like the Money Pit
movies up,
this day.
And then whoever. None of you do hear me?
No. What?
I stayed no. I was talking.
I did it on purpose.
Oh my God.
Do you hear me? No. Excuse me? Okay. I guess I'm talking to my ghost.
What's the movie with the dude? That was a good movie. With the dude.
What dude?
I love
you
you,
know
man.
what I'm talking about?
I love you, man.
No.
Dude, where's my car?
No, the dude. No, True Helper knows. I know he knows this movie.
Hey, Richard.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, Richard, welcome back.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Hang on, now I gotta look it up.
We haven't seen you forever. Is that the same Richard from Germany?
The Big Lebowski. The Big
Mm-mm.
Lebowski.
Mm-mm.
You haven't seen it?
No, doesn't that have Julianne Moore in it though? I do love her.
I don't know. I do not know, but it is freaking hysterical. You have to see the dude.
Oh God, that was funny.
The Big Lebowski. It's a funny movie.
Hilarious. Kingpin. I think I saw that, but I'm not absolutely positively sure. I usually watch scary movies, but I've been watching funny movies lately.
Death Becomes Her. I love it. I like dark humor.
Oh my God, I love Death Becomes Her.
I love that movie. Love
Kane,
War of the Roses.
Have you ever seen We Are the Millers? We Are
Oh
the
my God, I
Millers.
love We're the Millers. She's like, I'm
We Are the
holding that
Millers.
baby.
Robbie.
She's got like drugs.
Oh, I
Robbie.
love funny. What?
Robbie, I was watching it the other day because it's been on like every time I turn on my television.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching it the other day, and I'm picturing the fight in front of the fireplace with the shovels. And when she, throws the spear and she sits down, it goes through her stomach. Oh God, you know who I'm picturing, and it would be a perfect parody.
Carla and Laura. Who?
No. One you got right.
Laura and Molly Golightly?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm good. What do I win? Do I win a pool boy?
You get a banana hammock in flamingo pink. You get a flamingo pink banana hammock. Yes, you do.
I'll take any color, really.
We've got to do a parody of that. We have to do a parody. It would be perfect.
Well, I could do. I'm not really good at parodies. I'm like really bad at that.
I could edit one together.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
awesome,
Robbie.
With voices. Yeah.
I just love your hamster. She's a little bitch to me, but I do love her.
Listen, she's
bitch.
my idol. She is my idol.
Yeah, because she said that Carla, she running her mouth again.
She running her mouth.
Again.
Bitch.
I wouldn't talk too loud. She might come at you again.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
That was the funniest shit. Smoking her cigarette.
Yeah, smoking her cigarette. Oh, that Carla, she running her mouth again.
Weekend at Bernie's is freaking hysterical.
That was funny too.
Oh my God. I have that somewhere. I need to dig it out and watch that.
When they got behind him and
old
did
movies.
Right?
I still have VHSs, and I don't. How am I going to play them? My mother. Okay, so I love my mother.
Laugh.
I love her when she's asleep, really. But so I tell her, I go, listen, I'm going to go to Spectrum. I'm going to get you a DVR. She's like, well, I don't have any tapes. I'm like, no, you don't need tape. Well, they don't sell those tapes anymore. I'm like, Mom, stop. Just stop it. I mean, she's the type of person who would try to figure out how to rewind a DVR or a DVD.
Oh.
You got to rewind it. No, Mom, no. Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to get you DVR so that you can, tape things on TV and you can watch it. We don't have any tapes. I'm like, oh, it's 2020, Mom. Really? Stop it. Oh, God love her. She's so cute.
She's cute.
That's adorable.
Isn't it? I think it's cute.
Yeah, she actually tried to make me believe that my son's birthday was 2 days before it actually was.
You called him?
I was there, I did. I called him. I was like, just to make her happy so she'd shut the fuck up. So yeah, I'm like, he's like, Mom, were you there? And I'm like, pretty sure I was. Mm-hmm.
My mom pokes her head around YouTube nowadays. So if you ever see a woman named Joan, sometimes though I'll see her in a chat. I used to see her in Misery's chat. I was like, oh, Mom, this is not the place you want to be. Do you remember Misery?
Mom?
Yeah.
My mom. Yes.
Was in Misery's chat?
Why?
Oh, God, yeah, a long time ago.
Did she?
Because she just first, my mom is not good with technology. And now she's starting to, go to YouTube chats now that she discovered she could chat a little while ago. She loves the glare. She loves Bella at the end of the day. She loves Molly Golightly. But sometimes I'll see her pop up in chats. Or she'll tell me gossip. She's like, did you hear what happened with Mommy Ramblings or this or that? And I'm like, Mom, how do you know that?
That's cute.
Dear God, I'm not teaching my mom YouTube. I will.
Who doesn't
refuse.
love the glare? I think he's got a huge.
I love Will.
He's cute.
Kind of hot.
He is
kinda
pretty
hot.
cute.
Yeah, kind of hot, especially with the hat on.
Okay, we're just packing his stuff up and waiting for his IV antibiotics to start.
He can be a pool boy too. The glare, I didn't think about that.
Ooh. Yeah, and you know what? You would get a lot of donations too. If you got Robbie in the glare, look out, man.
You could throw Mexi in there too. He's a looker.
Mexi, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going, oh, yeah.
I've still got people direct messaging me behind the scenes wanting to know if I ever got that True Helper porn. They want me to share. I'm like,
nope, she don't share.
Shit. I need those. Send me those nudes, buddy. Send me those nudes.
He's not doing it.
I'll do it.
I know.
Yeah, Robbie,
Go ahead on, Robbie.
I'll be the
Send them on.
guy.
I was ready to go to your house and convert you the other day when you were dancing.
Oh, I'm always dancing somewhere.
Samara, can you check Discord?
Carla,
yeah,
message me more about our secret club, and I will talk to Pink more. If you guys want to open balls, we'll be on her channel later tonight playing with balls.
Did I miss something? I was replaced as a BFF just now. Did y'all see that?
What happened?
Robbie's my BFF.
Robbie is Carla's BFF.
You got to take off your clothes.
Well, you're secret messaging everybody, so yeah, I had to give myself some more.
Hello,
BFF.
Eagle.
Hey, Eagle.
What's going on,
Hi,
girl?
Eagle.
Okay, ladies. Well, I'm gonna hop down and finally.
I love you, Robbie.
I love you too.
Love you, Robbie. Dream about me, baby.
It's the day, Eagle. Woo, woo, bye, Robbie.
Bye, Jenna. Bye, Dory.
Bye.
Eagle, I'm so happy for you, even though we never got to go out. Sorry.
It's countdown. He's getting his IV antibiotic, and then they're going to be shortly out the door. Yeah.
They're going to be in
hurry up.
Riding home. Woo, woo.
Tell him to get the stick out, man, because it's a 4-hour drive home, and you don't want to be driving in the dark. Right. I know it's summertime. The sun doesn't go out until after 8, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. I think she's 5 hours. Is she 5 hours from here? I think she's 5 hours from here.
Wow.
Oh, is it 4?
Today is a good
4,
day.
so she'll get there.
I bet you woke up with the biggest smile on your face. I bet you're dancing in that hospital room this morning.
Mm-hmm. Alcock?
What?
Oh, he still has to come
no
back.
balls.
Okay. I honestly, Eagle, I'm so sorry I never got. I'm really not bad, but next time you come, for sure. I thought you were going to be here another week.
You're relocating your U2 home to here. Yay, LaDonna.
Woohoo.
Hop up here in the bed with me. Come on. I'm in my bed. We'll smoke cigarettes and drink coffee.
Come up on panel. You come up on panel.
Yeah,
has she ever been on my panel? I don't think so.
No, I think she's
She was on a panel last night. I'm so hurt.
4 hours.
My feelings are hurt today. So
Eagle's brother-in-law has been in the hospital for 2 months, Katja. Almost 3.
4 hours and 47 minutes away.
Yeah, they need to get the stick out and move it on. Come on, let's go. Chop, chop.
You know what? If we met each other, like if I went your way and you went my way, that's only like 2 hours and 15 minutes or 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's not so bad.
That's tough because you do make friends when you're in the hospital that long, and people that can understand and relate where you're coming from. Yeah, that's tough.
Right.
Look at that big fat belly. You got a big fat belly, girlfriend. And you got mud on you.
I woke up crying because I had to say goodbye to friends I made. Aw, Eagle. Eagle's got such a big heart.
Aw.
I woke up crying because I don't get to see Eagle today. Hi, LaDonna. Welcome.
Hi, LaDonna.
Carla, here's you some hankies.
Oh, thank you.
I need to cheer you up.
Thank you.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, LaDonna, you were awesome last night. You were awesome. You and Shauna were awesome.
Shauna was amazing too. Yeah, both of you guys were amazing last night. Yeah.
Oh, she's so easy to talk to. She made what would be considered a quote sensitive topic.
I'll tell you what, she's one classy lady. Really?
Oh, she definitely is. Definitely.
Well, my husband said I was fantastic last night too, but whatever. I'm kidding.
Come on, Tornado. Would you stop?
Come on. Twister sister. My Twister sister. What's up, girl?
Okay, guys. Don't you remember Tornado spouting?
What now? Tornado who?
I remember hearing the weather and they'll say, oh, there was a tornado spout sighted.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, well.
Yes.
It's been a while since I heard those words. Tornado
I know.
spout.
Tornado spout. It's like, is it a tornado?
Well, you're a tornado and you're spouting that your husband said you were excellent last night.
Oh.
I'm just messing with misdemeanor.
She's like, wait, did he say that? I don't remember.
Was I awake for it?
Right. Was I even there?
Wait, did you say what? No, my phone keeps going in and out. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, you were trying to say that your husband said you were excellent last night.
Yeah, and I said, oh, did he say that? I said, oh, was I even awake? We were cracking jokes.
So were you even there? There's goes her phone again.
Yep, there it goes.
It's either there or it's Google with those secret words.
No, it's because her husband got AT&T for her. He had to make up for
Yes,
it.
and I hate him for that. I'm going to quit being excellent from now on. I'm just going to go to mediocre.
Mediocre. He's going to be like, babe, are you okay? Are you sick? You feeling good? Is everything all right?
I'll just go AT&T. Call AT&T and ask them if it's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I know, Eagle.
Wait to see.
I'm reading. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up because my phone went kaplonky.
So how are you today, LaDonna?
I'm good. I'm just trying to find my motivation.
Yeah, I can't find mine either.
Since this COVID and all that, the kids sleeping, staying up till late at night, not getting up until 8:30, 9:30. I think we're all just kind of gotten into this stuff. We don't even look at clocks hardly anymore.
Nope. My power went out, 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't even set the stove clock or the microwave clock, because what's the point? We're not going anywhere.
No, if it wasn't for the phone telling me that it was time to watch Carla or, unless I have like a doctor's appointment. It's amazing how, when you finally have a doctor's appointment today, you're like, how do you ever remember how to do anything? Because it's like, it was like, I have to put clothes on. I have to put
Right?
shoes on.
I did a
Oh my
live
God.
on
Oh my God.
Monday
I
and
need to,
I thought it
and
was
then I realized
Tuesday.
the other day, I was like, oh my God, I need to, use my little face shaver and get my little chin hair off. And I was like, oh my God, we have gotten so, like he just, like, Mr. Robbie said he just manscaped. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I need to shave my legs. Oh, oh.
Bessie, come on.
That's what happens when you go live in the morning, like I do in Cam Up. You kind of have to put your face on. Although I didn't take a shower today, I kind of rolled out
That's
of
what
bed.
that smell is. Okay.
I was up real late crocheting last
Bessie.
night and watching lives. I'm waiting for my ghost to show up, which they never did, but
Weren't they walking though this morning?
Yeah, but nobody heard it but me.
No, I heard it. I heard it.
Yeah, you heard it earlier, but it was
earlier.
when we were talking earlier, when we were talking with Dory, I could hear it upstairs again.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear it then, but I did hear it before we went live when we were in the back.
I said I'm going to go back and listen and see if I can hear it because I know I timestamped where it was, so I will go back and listen. But my husband has agreed because his camera doesn't have the batteries that go in his his camera that he uses for hunting. So he has said if I go out and buy the batteries, he's going to set one up upstairs where I hear a lot of the noise and down in the basement where I've heard a lot of the noise. So we'll see if we might not catch anything, but maybe we will. So
well, that's one step closer because before he wouldn't even talk to you about it, and now at least
snickered. He's like, yeah, because I'm like, this house is haunted. I don't care what you say, and I'm showing him all this stuff, and he goes, well, I showed him the bruises and the scratches and stuff, and he's like, I didn't do that. I said, exactly. Where am I getting all these bruises from? He's like, well, maybe your iron is low. He's always got an answer. Well, where does your tools go all the time when they go missing? I probably put them somewhere and then I forgot. He's always got an answer for everything. But we also saw fingerprints on the door. You saw that, Jenna, didn't you? Or did you ever get that picture?
No, but you told me about it. You never sent it.
I have the picture of that. And then the footsteps, that was pretty loud.
And I definitely heard that video. She recorded her in the cellar, and you can hear she's standing at the top of the cellar stairs, and you can hear somebody walking towards her, but there's nothing there.
Nope.
Like we said, we got to stop talking about it and just get Amy over there, because if it does take her a long time, you need to tell her.
I got all these. I've ordered all these crystals now that are coming. I know a lot of people don't believe in this stuff, and that's fine. But
Carla, is this your first haunted house
that I know of? Yeah. Because, but my husband, it's not the first one I've ever been in. According to my husband's mother, their house was haunted. Now I never saw by a little boy, and I never saw that ghost there. But she said the boys, and she's got 5 of them, grew up with this kid named Patrick. And they used to play with him in the basement all the time. So
yeah, I remember that story that you were talking about that a while back.
Yeah,
but I've never experienced anything like that. So I always wonder in my mind that if it ever happened to me, what would my first reaction be? And sometimes I'm thinking maybe I better not ask for that, because it seems like once you open that can of worms, it's hard to put it right back into the.
Well, it never used to scare me because it was always during the day, and I would hear the footsteps, but I would never think of them as footsteps. I would just think it's the house settling, it's this, it's that. But it's so apparent. And now I listen for it and I hear it, and I no longer can say it's just the house settling, because it just happens too much, and it's not just happening, and it never used to scare me. You know what I mean? Because I would always hear it during the day. The only time I got really scared was when I saw that shadow. that blocked out my TV, and when the door opened by itself. That scared me. That really scared me.
Yeah. But the morning when you did that mirror thing, that was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was creepy.
That was like shake my head, whoa.
And I still don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
You see from my bed, directly in front of my bed are these French doors that go into the master bedroom. And it's really funny. I kept saying, one of these days I'm going to videotape my French doors because they open and close at will. Whenever.
Really?
Yeah, but guess what? It's the problem is it's my little chihuahua going in and out of the bathroom to go sun herself in the bathroom. She goes into my bathroom to sun herself in the mornings because that's where the sun is the hottest. Because she'll go in there. So at first it would be funny, but then when you would show who is doing it, because she's learned to open them and close them.
Right.
With her little paws.
And that's what I was like. My husband, and the last thing that my husband said to me was, he called me upstairs and I said, what? He goes, are you smoking? I said, no, why? He goes, I smell cigarette smoke. Are you sure you're not smoking? I said, no. He goes, are you sure? I said, no, I'm not. You asked me if I move your tools all over the house. You asked me if I'm smoking now. No, I'm not. He said, well, I smell cigarette smoke. And I think it was Two Tacos was in the chat. She goes, whoever it is smokes cigars. But I don't smoke cigars. And he said he smelled cigarette smoke.
Katja asked us where the mirror is right now.
It's upstairs in the bedroom with all my crocheting with the door shut and covered by a sheet. I don't know what to do with it. I really
Taco
don't.
said don't cover it with the sheet. We told you to.
Don't cover it with the sheet? I thought she told me to. And
AT&T. Get a booger.
Oh, I thought you were leaving. Where's Jenna go?
Yeah.
Where did Jenna go?
I don't know.
Jenna?
Yeah, Jenna hopped down too.
Have you ever heard of Cat Angel Paranormal?
No.
I'm not sure if she used to be in the Purple People Eaters chat, but she's got a YouTube channel, and she's I've only been there a couple of times, and she even does readings with charms that she's accumulated over her lifetime with different items that have a special meaning. And the way she was doing a reading with the cat charms was really interesting and different from when you do the tarot cards and other type of readings. She's from Texas, and she's just different from the other, YouTube channels where I've seen them read tarot cards or, do their readings.
Is her name Katrina?
I don't know, but it's
Because we had
K-A-T.
someone on the panel that did all our readings on here. Do you remember that, Misdemeanor?
What was it? I'm sorry. I was catching up on chat.
Well,
Tell
her
me
channel's
again.
name is K-A-T.
We had someone on our panel
Paranormal
that did all our readings on a panel one day.
I wasn't there.
Yes,
I want my reading.
She did your reading too. She did Simon's, she did yours, she did mine. Because I said to her, she was so spot on with mine. And I can't remember what she said about you, but Simon said she didn't do very well with his. I think she even did Dory's. She might have done Dory's. Dory might have been on the panel that day too.
I don't remember.
Her name is Katrina Katras or something like that. But I think she reads cards or something. She does the cards, and
The tarot cards.
The tarot cards, yeah.
I don't remember, but I've slept since then. So hey,
Well,
it is what
I don't think I was on panel that day, but
I remember because it was just after I had some trouble, and she was so spot on with what she was saying. She was so spot on with me, but that could be hit and miss too. I don't know. I just know what I hear.
It's just like when you read your horoscope, you can kind of interpret it and fit it in to the way you want it to fit. So sometimes it's like, anything, it's open for interpretation, as they say.
True.
Because Because when I would read the horoscope for a Cancer, but then I'm thinking to myself, am I really a Cancer? Because certain personality traits just doesn't seem to fit
It doesn't
in.
fit. Yeah.
Well, some do, some don't. So
Well, and I wondered too, because like I was looking at crystals last night and kind of reading up on those and watching videos and stuff. And I thought, because you set your intentions, and I thought, boy, as a Christian, it's kind of a thing where, what you put out in the universe, what you pray about, what you say on a daily basis, that's the only way that things happen in my universe, as far as I'm concerned. So when you say it, it's more than likely going to come to pass. So if you're reading a horoscope and you're reading something bad that may or may not happen because, it's a horoscope, are you automatically setting that intention for your life? You know what I mean? Like you'll be miserable and lose your left arm and your hair will fall out, kind of thing. Yeah.
Scott says my first apartment was haunted. Some being would completely move stuff around in my bathroom. Apparently a man had committed suicide in there. I moved out. Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I actually Googled how would you know if your house is haunted, and I think it was like 10 things to know if your house is haunted, and I think I checked off 7 or 8 of things that I personally.
Have y'all seen that commercial? Because I don't have satellite or cable TV anymore. There's I swear I saw a reality TV show where people renovate a home that somebody bought that was a prior crime scene.
No.
Oh,
that would be fun.
I'm not. I swear I saw this commercial somewhere, so I hope I'm not pulling it out of my. Because that's not something I would even think to do. But the actual idea of buying a house and then have it renovated, knowing that it was because they were saying, "Oh, this is where such and such killed such and such," and they're just
and there was
there
blood all over here, and then it came around here, and then you can see where he fought it on the wall.
In the commercial, they were saying this is the room where what's his name did such and such. So yes, I did not pull it. So I know I saw it somewhere. I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, is this the level our reality TV show is going to quote find new content? I mean, it would
we've
be
been growing to this
point
because there is some truth to saying, when you look at people with like porn addictions, okay. It starts off, with like a Playboy magazine or whatever, but it grows and grows and grows until they're up to snuff films, because you've got to keep increasing that level of adrenaline and excitement, and your brain just keeps going down that rabbit hole that it just gets worse and worse and worse. And I think on a worldwide basis, we're at that point where we're just it's not good.
It's going back to the situation we're all sitting in right now, that it seems like it's bringing the worst out of us instead of the best in us. Because you would think, oh, this is a good time to spend time with our families and do these projects and stuff. But then when it starts to hit week 6 and week 9 and week 12, you're just starting to see that it's just, and I think it would be really hard for many people to, once you get a taste of normality again, a little bit, or freedom, it's going to be too hard for a lot of people to even think about trying to go back to any kind of a lockdown, unless it's under a military, military enforced one.
Yeah,
I'm starting to feel agoraphobic. I really am. Like when I go out, I am, I stress when I go out.
Ironically, this is my normal, is to be a stay-at-home mom. I drop the kids off. I come back home because I retired. And my husband works from home. So this is our norm. But the idea that if I leave my house, I've got to wear I got to wear a face underwear on my face. I can't talk to people. I got to be 6 foot apart. If I go to the doctor's office, I got to sit in the car at first, or I've got to, all these protocols just to do something we all did without even thinking, 6 months ago, 8 months ago.
I will say one thing about leaving my house after 4 months and going to a very large popular casino. I could barely breathe in the lobby because they have so much chemical sprayed from over cleaning everything.
Yep.
Oh my God, I can only imagine all the Lysol and the bleach, and oh my gosh.
Like the
I have asthma,
terrible.
And,
I have asthma. So it was I had the mask on. I walked in. I mean, it was 100 degrees outside, and I walked in, and I had more trouble inside than I did outside.
Yeah.
It was very hard.
And I'm sorry, but when I'm wearing a mask, I put it under my nose, especially if I'm at Walmart or someplace. And if anybody says anything to me, I just give them a look of like, look, I've already got this thing on, but if you dare me, don't dare me, because I give them and it's me, and then you can feel the paranoia, you can feel the negative. It's just like you can feel a very heavy wariness that everybody's just so worn down by this garbage that it means a lot more when you actually can see somebody kind of, share a smile for a second.
Yeah.
I saw Cabby, and I said, I can't see you, but I know you're smiling. And he said, I can see it in your eyes. And then I saw a lady wearing a mask that said, I have dreams, and that kind of saddened me that she had to wear the mask to express that she has dreams,
Well, well, a friend of mine makes masks, and I'm waiting for her to send me my Statue of Liberty, because I'm going to wear that one so that I can say, I'm doing this, but let's remember our liberties. Let's remember our freedom. I'm wearing this only because Texas says if I don't, I can't go into Walmart to buy the things that my kids. I'm only going into Walmart because I've got to have these things for my kids, because I can't get certain things from Amazon. Or
what's alarming to me is all the commercials now that are on that are showing you this new way of life to live. Like you want to eat out, and the guy's cooking on a grill at home. It's like, that's not eating out. That's not dining out. That's not. When did that become dining out?
No, I'm not going to accept this as my new norm. I will reclaim my normality as much as I can, by some of the things I do. But I'm not going to. The face mask I will deal with for the fact that I'm only doing this for my children. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. But some of the other things, I won't give up my freedoms. I will be voting. I will be making sure that I am heard, at least with my vote.
Talia says apparently masks are causing dental issues, mask mouth. I need to look it up.
Oh,
I'll look it up for you.
Oh, it's causing everything. That's why, like I said, I only wear them when I have to, like to a doctor's office or a.
But I just sit every day and think about all the people who are out of work and how this is going to change. And how do you pay bills? How do you pay rent? How do you, I don't know.
See, back in 2008, my family went through hell because my husband got unemployed, and he was unemployed right at 52 weeks. And I always say God has a sense of humor, because when he finally found a job that would, that he went, it was like the next week we got something in the mail saying we can no longer extend your benefits, and that they were about to zero out. So I always said God had a sense of humor. And so I feel like after that, I've been feeling blessed every day that my husband works from home. The job he's had for a long, since 2012. So I've been feeling blessed this time around. So we've been trying to help when we can in small ways with other people. But,
they've tried to put medicine on video for ages. When people are like, you need to go work this job because you have them take their blood pressure over the phone and you just put it in the computer. And I'm like, what? Okay, well, that's crazy, but okay. So we're just not going to be in contact with patients anymore? Is that where we're going with this? But this has been building up. This is, to me, I look at it as a totally different way, I think, than a lot of people do, because I've been in that industry and I've seen it. And plus, I know when I'm being lied to, and we're being lied to. So,
see, this Sunday, my church is finally opening up again, and I'm like, I'm going to the first one, and that's what I'm saying. I'm reclaiming. So I'm going to be going to church every Sunday just for the fact that I'm going to be like, it's kind of like my giving a mental finger to the government, to
right.
I'm going to finally be
your
able
act
to
of defiance.
Well, it's, they're trying to keep us away from, spiritual, edification wherever we go.
That's
even
true.
if you don't go to, here's the deal, even if you don't attend a regular service of synagogue or whatever your form of worship is, just for the fact that you're being basically told, no, you can't do it,
Right.
it would grate on me. Even if I'd never attend church, just the idea that I can't go because you tell me I can't makes me want to go, even if I never been to church in years. It's like as children, we're being told, don't touch the stove, but yet we do, even though we know the consequences, we still do it because it's free will, free
Right.
choice.
Well, I've been saying for years that, you're raising my taxes because you think that you know how to spend my money better than I do. And, I listen to people all the time say, oh, we're getting stimulus money. That's your money. That's your money. I mean, the government didn't have a job separate and apart that they actually earn money. They get it from you. So,
well, when I went to tell my 12-and-a-half-year-old that we're going to be going back to school, she's like, finally. I said, well, guess what? You have to wear a mask. She said, I'm not wearing underwear on my face. And then she did an F-bomb. And I was like, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Like, knock it off.
Right. Here I am. I get her to, when she joined my local school, it's really weird. In elementary school, they can wear any kind of clothes, backpacks, whatever. For some reason, our middle school, though, only allows school T-shirts with the emblems or their school colors. And until this year, they had to basically carry what they call cases. It's a binder with a strap on it. No backpacks. The girls can't carry purses. Something about this is the age where they do the clicks and all this type of stuff. But then when they get back to high school, it's back to backpacks and whatever clothes you want to wear.
Like click stop at high school, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I agree with it because in some ways it's actually kind of free because for that 3 year, for that period, that's where they grow the most. Having them just wearing school T-shirts is kind of easier than having to buy regular clothes.
Right.
But my daughter is like, she's like, okay, you make me wear a uniform. I can't carry a backpack, but now you want me to wear, and it was like, oh my gosh, y'all are making it's funny. But right
You're making my
now,
life crazy at home. People, stop it.
Well, my daughter and my son are the ones who chose that they want to go to campus. But then they got mad when they found out later the next week, well, we're going to start campus, but you're not coming until September. And now that they're talking about October or September, and my kids are just like, whatever. They're ready to say, let's do virtual school. But so.
Yeah. My niece and nephew basically demanded that they get to go on campus. They miss that camaraderie, that, being with their peers.
Yeah, they miss, even though my kids are not like big social butterflies, but, like you said, they just miss, they're tired of me and their dad. I agree with them. They're like, I need to see somebody else now.
Yeah.
And
they need to socialize.
Well, I'm kind of sad because this is supposed to be my son's first year of high school. So this is just kind of a bummer way for him to start his high school career.
Right.
With uncertainty. But I really felt my heart broke when all these kids couldn't go to their proms or their graduations this last spring.
I know.
That was just heart wrenching when you were having to watch them do these virtual parades and stuff. Did y'all see the college graduation where the people were using robots carrying the graduates' pictures up to receive their? It was over in one of the eastern. I mean, one of the. It wasn't. It was like Japan or
Asian.
Yes, I'm like, oh my God, are we to that level that we're gonna have robots go and get our graduation? In high school.
Well, and there's things that happen that we don't really pay attention to. Like I was talking the other day about a show, Black Mirror. I think it's out of Great Britain, but and it just shows different scenarios, futuristic things that you kind of go, huh. They had one where this chick was trying to get a new apartment, a better apartment, and they show her going out with her phone and greeting people, and they hi, this big fake smile, and kind of Stepfordish a little bit. And the person greeting them, and she would look at their phone and rate the person on how they were greeted. And they had like these scores. So she couldn't get a better apartment unless she had a specific score. and she gets into a
Mhm.
lot of trouble and starts cussing people out and stuff like that. And her score starts plummeting. I mean, horribly, to the point where she's basically homeless and has nothing. And I thought, we think we're so far away from that, and it's so ludicrous, and it's never going to happen. Yet we have Yelp.
Mhm.
Then we have. Oh, hang on just a second. I gotta hop off 1 sec.
I think we've emptied out the panel here.
Is Carla here?
I'm still here. I'm just listening. I think
Oh, I didn't.
Mr. Wiener might.
I hope
she
I
was
didn't come up
testing.
here and emptied out your panel.
Oh no. She usually. Oh, she's back. Here.
Sorry. Sorry. But yeah, and also I've read with the Yelp thing,
Mhm.
over in the in some of the Asian countries, I think China has really gone whole hog with it. They're going to that type of system. Instead of like a credit rating, you have like a social rating where people
Mhm.
like you or they don't. It's based on,
Mhm.
how you react in social situations. I'm like, oh wow, there's some people going to be in big trouble.
Mhm. Kat just said robots were used on her campus to deliver food before COVID. See, I could see that. Have a robot deliver your pizza, but to accept your, what are you going to do? Go on dates with robots representing you? I mean, is that the next level of dating?
Right. How are you going to have children? That ought to be interesting. Just say, pop out a little
I
robot.
don't know. Maybe we'll end up having to do petri dish again.
Right.
Test tube babies, as they used to call it back in the 80s when we first heard about it.
And with cloning, they do that all outside the body. So, hey, just saying, at some point, do you have children that are born in a lab? And yeah.
I don't know.
Crazy.
You couldn't write, like they say, you couldn't make this stuff up.
Nope.
Especially the stuff we see on YouTube. We can't make up. How can we make up Elbow and some of these other characters on here?
How can you make up a trampoline swimming pool? I just can't. I can't.
But apparently she got that idea off of TikTok.
Okay, well, TikTok.
I looked it up and there's, I know, I looked it up and there was like 10 videos of how people made their own swimming pools out of.
Well, they're saying that they're having that you can't get them, that they're like back ordered or they're coming from China.
That is
not,
true. Yeah. It is true from what everybody was talking about on another panel the other night.
And we know all about price gouging in a good crisis, right? In Texas.
Oh yeah.
Let a hurricane roll through here. Yeah. All of a sudden, generators are $20,000. It's like, what?
Yeah. All of a sudden, a bottle of water is $3.99.
Yeah. Like $14 for a 16-ounce water. Okay. But yeah, it's crazy. I can't even watch the news anymore. Like at all.
I'm laughing. Eagles says they use robots at the hospital. I can see that. I don't know. Do you remember back hearing where they were talking about Amazon and some others who were going to use drones to deliver packages?
Yes, I remember that.
I was thinking to myself, yeah, well, what are you going to do when that drone tries to deliver, a pallet of bricks or something?
Drop it on their head. I don't know. I mean, but all that stuff to me is all, was it false flags? When they send stuff in there and stuff happens, to see how people react or what they do. You can go back 10 years and look at all the things that have led up to today.
And then people were starting to whine about how the shelves were empty at Walmart and some places. And I was thinking to myself, well, guess what, guys? Don't y'all remember we're kind of like anti-China, right now? We're, not supposed to be buying China products because of all of a sudden the trade issues with them.
How much do we get? What was alarming was them saying when they got mad at Trump, they were like, fine, we won't send you your antibiotics. I'm like, so whose idea was to make them all in China? So now we're kind of screwed. Okay.
Well, research shows that it started back with George W. Bush and Clinton. They also basically sold us out a little bit by little bit.
Yep, sure did.
For example, my previous homeowners had put carpet in our master bathroom, and I'm talking about it runs right up to the shower stall door. So here I am spending the last 3 years making sure we keep, fans going whenever we take a shower, keep carpets there. I finally said, can we please pull out this carpet? So here we did. We put our Amazon order in to buy these square blocks to put down temporarily until we do a renovation. And my husband pulls up the carpet. We're thinking they're going to be delivered Monday or Tuesday. He gets an email saying they're delayed. So I'm like, well, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No. That's like the census job, Okay, so when are y'all going to go to work? Because, this is according to the Constitution. Just saying, no pressure, but we don't know. We're still working on our training for COVID. And I'm like, okay, so everything shut down in March. We're in August.
Well, luckily I had some area rugs that I had purchased from the Dollar General that fitted the area, because it's only a 12 by 15. But who's going to want to walk around on bare concrete at 12 by 15?
Well, I will tell you that not after Hurricane Harvey, that other flood that came through here, just, what was it, last year, I think? Last year, we pulled up $3,500 worth of carpet in this house, and I'm still walking on concrete.
Well, you got to do what you got to do, because it's better to walk on concrete than squishy,
dirt,
who knows what, under your feet.
Dirt, right. And I told Mom, I said, just come anywhere near this house with carpet and I'll kill you. You're dead. Just don't. I told you before, we should just go through, clean the concrete and acid stain it and epoxy coat it and be done.
Are you near Katie Mills?
No, I'm in Beaumont.
Okay, well, Katie Mills has those acid concrete floors where they use the acid paint to create the walls.
They're gorgeous.
The floors, and then they epoxy it with like 1,000 layers of. Okay, I asked my husband when we used to walk, I said, why can't we do this to our house? And he looked at me and he goes, no.
Why?
No. Well,
this house
at
floods.
that time,
it's going to
flood. The first issue was we had 2 stories. So if we do it on the first floor, what would we do with the second floor, since there's obviously no concrete up there?
Carpet.
But I kept thinking,
tile,
oh my God.
or wood floors.
At the time, that house had ugly, that gray tile that they all mass produced in everybody's house in the 90s.
Yeah.
Same scenario here. So
do you flood on your first floor?
Actually, we moved away in 2011 from Katy.
Okay.
So, and apparently we missed that hurricane that came through, and apparently it flooded our house.
Yeah. Oh, that was awful. That was 40 inches of rain. Just rain, 40 inches.
Well, we had one of those runoffs from Buffalo Bayou behind our house.
Yeah.
So it could have easily, and I heard it rose up, and it normally had never done that in the 6 years we lived there.
Yep. Well, this one has flooded 5 times. 5.
Yeah. Oh, wow. 5
and
times.
it's actually, the house was built in a natural creek bed. I'm like, okay, why did we buy this again? We didn't buy it, it's Mom's. But
well, when you're looking at houses, you don't think about stuff like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless
I told her, I said, unless you're going to raise it, which they can raise slab, because they've got a company here in Southeast Texas that does it. I'd like to see that. I bet it's cool, but you'd have to raise it at least 12 inches, at least, because it's gotten, I want to say, about at least a foot in here before. And what was it, Hurricane Alice, Tropical Storm Alice or Alicia or whatever, in 2003. It got about a foot of water throughout the whole house. So you'd have to raise everything, at least 12 inches. It only got about 4 inches during the last one and during Hurricane Harvey, which is good. But, and everybody on the street flooded. I mean, the entire subdivision flooded. But I told her, I said, at this point, if you're not going to raise it, don't put anything expensive on these floors. If you're going to eventually later on sell it, rent it, whatever, they can put throw rugs down. They could put flooring on top of whatever you do to the concrete. But to get someone in and professionally do it, Those floors are gorgeous. I mean, they're high sheen. They look like marble. And it's one solid piece. It's beautiful. And you can get area rugs that are gorgeous and be fine. Plus, it's cooler.
Let me tell something to Katja. She's
Okay.
saying a foot. Katja, ironically, I went to stay we rented a Victorian down in Galveston for a weekend. And part of the interesting stuff there is they had a book on the history of Galveston. Back in 1900, when the flood came through and destroyed Galveston, the city, we're talking citywide, 1900s, they raised nearly the entire city of every building that had survived by I think 15 to 20 feet. And we're talking 1900s technology. So raising a house.
Died in that flood in Galveston back then. It's a lot. It was devastating.
My husband, that's what he does for a living. But they're pier and beam homes. I mean, they're wood frame.
Seeing the historical black and white pictures of that time, it makes you think, oh my goodness, what we all do to stay in some place instead of restarting.
Right.
They built up and raised everything 20 feet, built the dikes, the sea walls.
Those
and
piers
all
that go out.
Well, at the time, the Galveston was the port of, because Houston was just like a village back then, whereas Galveston was the primary location, really, at the time.
Yep.
So a foot is almost like nothing after you see the pictures of what they did to raise Galveston, for example.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they've done that all over the world in different scenarios.
Right. Where they constantly get storms like that, and it's at risk. And then also, once they built Houston up, they wanted to make sure, because Galveston's a barrier city now for Houston. So when a storm comes in, it's going to hit there first, and hopefully Galveston will kind of diffuse it so that when it does get into Houston, it's not as bad. But they've done a great job with Galveston.
Well, Carla, I hope you didn't think we hijacked your conversation.
We did. And word to New Orleans. I mean, come on. That was in 1900. When I moved down here, and we moved back home in 85. And then I got married in 86, and moved to Lake Charles. And every stinking year, hurricane season, New Orleans, that 500-year storm, and these levees. And then sure enough, here comes 2005, and nobody's touched the levees. I'm like, but y'all sure can talk about it every year. You haven't done squat. You haven't looked at Galveston and what they did to improve their situation. You could have done the same thing with New Orleans, but okay. Do what you do, boo.
And I was one of those idiots who left Houston because I had never lived in that was my first year to live there. And the idea after Katrina Rita was like, I'm getting out of here. I don't care what you said. And my husband was like, I was the one who said, I'm leaving, because I was pregnant with my son. And I'm like, I lived in North Texas all my life. Here we get tornadoes, and I've had family, you see, but that's something you're used to. So that was my norm. Right. So the idea of, I was having visions of, Katrina rolling up into my house. I was like, well, guess what? I'm not going to be found sitting on my roof, because I couldn't even get up there if I wanted to. I'm hauling at, and here we were 16 hours later when we finally got to my parents' house. I was like, what the hell did we just do?
Right.
And then you find out that nothing ever happened, other than maybe a little bit of rain.
No, it hit us. It's like, shit. When I came back home from Houston after Rita, there was not a telephone pole standing. Not one.
Oh, wow.
I was like, well, this is gonna take a minute. I could just see it now. But now, if you drive through Orange, starting in, I want to say like late May, when you go through Orange, Texas, like if you're going to Lake Charles, you pass the Walmart down there, you will see no less than 50 electrical trucks from all different states just waiting on a hurricane.
Well, after Ike, all of a sudden blue tarps were like all over the landscape of Houston. And we moved away in 2011 to Austin. But then when we came back through in 2014 to go to Galveston for the weekend, I couldn't believe that here we were a couple of years later. I was still seeing blue tarps everywhere. And I was thinking to myself, wow, it's either A, the insurance is really dragging their feet, or sadly, B, that's the only option some people have because, as we know, whenever the hurricanes or tornadoes, here comes all these fly by night,
Yep.
roof
Mhm.
contractors
Mhm.
and, price gouge you. And then all of a sudden there's a shortage of, nails and
I had a
sheetrock.
roof tarp on my roof in Orange, Texas for 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
they jack up what should be like a $2,000 or $3,000 job, and next thing you know, they're telling you it's going to cost you $10,000 to $20,000 to
Mhm.
replace your roof. I mean, sadly, nobody has that kind of money just to drop.
Right. And
Right.
what eventually happened was some people from a church came by and they said that they would help me fix my roof for $500 for the labor. And so I bought the tiles for $1,500 and $500 for the workers, and my roof was fixed.
See,
Yep.
that was definitely a gift from God.
It was an
That
act
they
of
were
kindness,
that
They
was definitely a big act of
sorry
kindness.
for me because my roof was like that for 5 years and they
Yeah.
couldn't take it anymore.
Well, I'll tell you, State Farm, you still cannot get a new policy in State Farm with State Farm. I don't think anywhere along the Gulf Coast, to be honest with you. They won't
Well, that's
start
why
new
everybody.
policies.
Well, the way our insurance system is set up is around here. If you get a crack on your windshield, a lot of people are going to drive around with that crack in your windshield because they know that the first time you quote file under
That's
your
right.
insurance for stuff, then you get a bit. Yeah, you get the windshield under the insurance, but man, the next premium notice they gouged you. So here
they
in
do.
Texas, the insurance. I'm sorry, but the auto insurance
You're
and the
right.
home insurance, and I worked for an auto insurance company for 6 years, so you know. I worked in policy servicing, so I had no idea. But just from personal experience, we all know you don't quote go and file
No.
for something that's just a little bumper or an oopsie.
Well, my
'Cause-
mother wouldn't even carry flood insurance after Alice or whatever that storm was in 2003 because once you claim, I think it's 3 times you have to declare your home a flood risk.
Oh, and
So
God
she
help
just
if you
quit
ever try
carrying
to
it.
resell it. God help if you ever
Exactly.
try to sell it, even if
That's
you
why
are
she did
like
it.
on the 100-year floodplain, and it
Mhm.
never happens. You know.
Yep. It's ridiculous. I don't know. The city fixed the rich part of town, though. They don't flood anymore. I don't live there, though. And probably never will.
And sometimes these days you'll wonder where is the rich section sometimes because as times go by, the rich section, the people are. That's why I'm laughing is because Como is doing everything he can now to quote keep the rich taxpayers in New York City. Whereas I hate to say this, but Seattle, you're going to have a rude awakening when next couple of years you try to quote raise money to do things that you had like 10 years ago, because just recently one of the Seattle corporations just relocated to Texas. I think Austin,
they're all coming here.
Yeah, he's bringing like hundreds, if not thousands, of employees here, but plus they're going to bring jobs to here.
Yep.
And believe it or not, real estate's doing really well here. Houses in my neighborhood are flying off the shelf still within 30 days, despite COVID. So I'm just saying, it makes me kick myself in the butt that I hadn't got my real estate license yet.
Well, I thought about it. I'm still thinking about it. Maybe I ought to do it.
I think if I do it, once you do it, we can do it together.
Come on, let's go. How far are you from me? You're 6 hours away.
Yeah, I'm 6 hours away. Yes.
Hooker. I'll move there. Don't move here. Dear God, don't move here.
You could pay me. The only way you could pay me to move back there is if I had Save the Robbie as my chauffeur.
Right.
You got me a personal chef, because I'm sorry, but Houston, never again. Unless, like I said, you pay me.
No, Houston's a joke. I really don't like going
the
there.
humidity. No,
It's awful.
and I wouldn't. Not
yeah.
the humidity. No.
See, that's why we moved to Kansas. I was like, I'm done. I want 4 seasons. I want no more hurricane, no more water to walk through. No. But it's like, but there's tornadoes. I was raised in Nashville. We had plenty of those.
And the first time I ever saw a house with a basement, I looked at my husband and I said, I got gypped. Where's my basement?
Right? Right? I love basements. They're awesome. Unless it's
No.
Carla's. Not so much with Carla's.
She has that creepy basement that you see on Supernatural. Of why the hell are you going down to that creepy basement?
Right? I'm like, don't take me down there. Don't take me down. No. I don't want to go down there.
Well,
No.
we went to visit one of my friends. My husband lived in Minnesota for a while. So we go up there for a wedding and we're staying in the quote basement. It's part of their house. It's
right.
Finished out. They even had a second kitchen down there. And I'm like looking at my husband goes, and then I found out that they don't even put that as part of your real estate. So even if the house is 1,500 square feet, but yet when you got a basement,
it doesn't count.
I know. That idea blew my mind for a while. I was like, and I came back home
basements don't count.
And people go, well, don't you put stuff in your attic? And I'm going, you want to put something in your attic in Texas?
Right.
In an attic with our heat?
It's 300 degrees up there. Why would you do that?
Right.
If I hate it, I'm going to put it up there. You know, like that painting that your in-laws bought you for a wedding present. Yeah, it's going up there. Hopefully it'll disintegrate.
That's why if you come to Texas, guys, buy some land, build a storage unit, and there's you an instant business, because storage units around here is big business.
Yep.
It's amazing. People will pay $100 a month for like a 12 by 15 storage unit.
Because people don't throw things away here. They don't.
Nope.
And it's generational. You teach your kids not to throw shit away here.
That's why when you see those storage wars, I die laughing when I would watch those storage wars and see what people would put into their storage units.
I want to go to like a storage auction. Wouldn't that be fun? Where you don't know what's in there, but you're going to bid $25.
Yeah, but then after you see a couple of episodes of where they go in there and they have to take care of insects and droppings and what if somebody put some real nasty, like a bottle of shampoo that went, one episode of that was enough to watch and go, nope, not going to do it. But it's still fun it would still be fun to go just to see it though.
Yeah,
but
that
then
would be
you
cool.
find it, of course, we all know years later it was all scripted. It had to have been.
Of course. But I do like to watch them fight.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Oh God. They get vile. They get evil. It's like over storage shit. Really? Okay.
Well, what do you think we do here? That's why. Well, look at what we do here on YouTube.
On YouTube.
You made a comment on my video, and I didn't.
I'm just like thinking to myself, wait a minute,
You
drama
said my
over
name.
I'm sorry, but when I came into the drama community and saw this, and I would see people, I would hear, when I first heard my first rant about somebody was going off on somebody, blah, blah, blah. And then you find out the source was an email or a comment on a video. And you're like,
somebody somebody sent me a direct message and said, you said that they said that the other person said, and then 3 weeks ago they said, it's like, what, huh? Draw me a map because I'm lost.
Could you imagine how many rants you would get in real life if somebody cut you off and you give them the bird? Could you imagine the rant from that? Or you go to Walmart. Okay, of course, we're getting those Karen videos right now. That's like the hot new trend is when you go out, everybody's recording Karen right now at Walmart because somebody. Right. I'm like,
that's what we're going to come to, because but see, look at all the things, all the crimes you see on news, because we're 24-hour news cycle. They run out of shit to talk about. So they start taking in, why are you fussing at me? You don't ever fuss. You want to go outside? Okay. But, people now carry their phones and they tape everything. So now they're mailing them into, national news, and national news is putting what you taped on your phone because somebody looked at you ugly. It's like, oh my God. Seriously?
I am so thankful that we did not go to high school during social media of any form.
Me too.
I would not. I would be destroyed to think if you go to YouTube and somebody make it a video and then it went viral. I mean, that's forever, because that one day you go to high school, somebody says something, you give them a dirty bird or I'd
be eternally unemployed too. because I'm sure my employers would see that on somebody's Facebook page and they'd be like, "Ooh, yeah, don't hire her. She's cray."
Well, it goes back to the deal of where I've told my teenagers, you do not get any kind of social media until you're at least 15
Oh,
or
I'd say
16.
80. I think 80 is a good age.
80 is a good age. That means
80 is
all
a
of us
really
should
good
not.
age.
Then why are we here?
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, but we're going to do it and just put the restrictions on them so that, because our lives are pretty much screwed anyway at this
I guess,
age, you know?
well, we can always claim the grandfather clause.
That's true. That's true. We didn't know any better. It was in its infancy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you what, if we're still doing this 5 years from now, then we all really, really need to think about how we wasted our time.
Right, right. I said the same thing about gaming because we used to game and I gamed forever and I thought, surely I'm not going to be doing this when I'm like, 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And people still call me, so are you still gaming? I'm like, no.
I never acted like this in high school. Not the way they act on here.
How were you in high school? Tell me. Because I'm curious now.
It was like in the 50s, you know.
It was
According
not.
to Laura, I'm
Shut up.
102 years old or something.
You're 3 years older than me. Stop it.
I'm serious. I mean, as mean as people were or kids were in school, I've never seen anything like this. How they are.
If someone had told me that I would be 54 with a 14 and a 12-year-old, I'd be like, what? But
yeah, I'd be crying right now. I would be crying. I'd be like, what kind of horrible joke is this shit? But you know what, though? You're so much calmer and wiser at this age than you would.
You may tell you why I did that. Because I was 8 and 10 years older than my brothers and sisters. So believe me, by the time I was 18, I was so sick and tired of diapers, bottles, being mommy's
whining,
junior,
bitching, nap time.
When I went away, do you know what it was like to be able to go away to college and live in a dorm and not have to worry about your brother or sister coming into your room and, just going into your room
shit. Just jacking up your shit.
They weren't destructive, but they just decided like my school papers was a great place to play with the crayons because seriously, I had wrote a school paper and for some reason my sister decided that she needed to play with crayons. So thankfully my teacher thought it was funny when I turned in my paper and there was figure 8 crayons all over my wrist. We're talking about 1981. I'm talking about before computer. I was so thankful that my teacher took my paper, and I think she even gave me a couple of bonus points for the artwork.
For the artwork. When I went in to have my son, went into the hospital to have my son, I left my daughter with my brother-in-law, who was an adult, living independently, responsible. So I thought, when I got home, well, he showed me pictures after. When I got home, she still had the remnants of it, but he had let her play with washable markers, which, by the way, are not so washable, and they colored each other everywhere.
Oh my!
She had on her little pink and white Oshkosh bagosh, the short overalls, right, and short sleeve shirt, all over her legs, her face, her neck, her arms. He was the same way. He was covered in markers. He also let her play with my cross-stitch books like they were paper dolls. They were all cut up. I'm like, you're grown up. I know you are. Let me see your license. What old are you? What are you doing with my kid? They had a good time, though.
Oh, Evelyn Shelton. Yeah, I was going to tell you, my husband is like super electronic. I mean, he monitors everything. He's like big brother of our household. And plus my children are, luckily for me, and during this COVID, Wuhan wiggle, my children are actually more homebodies than social butterflies. So that has been a blessing. But yes, I have big brother. I'm married to big brother. So we have that on our, but thank you for letting, because you never know, there's a grandparent that could never think about putting an app like that on their electronics.
Man.
And Eagle said they were quiet in high school. So was I, Eagle. I basically stayed under the radar. It was like,
I didn't fit in with any of the groups.
Well, I wasn't into smoking, so I wasn't part of the smokers. I wasn't into partying because my mom would never allow me even if I wanted to because she basically I lived in maximum prison. And so
Our curfew was 9 o'clock on weekdays and 11 o'clock on weekends, so we didn't get to party that much. My dad was a pilot, and he was really strict. I don't know why. He was an alcoholic.
So it's kind of hard to find a niche in high school.
So we snuck out whenever we got a chance because we weren't allowed to. So whenever we got a chance, we'd sneak out of the house.
Oh, yeah. So when I was 18 and went away to college, that first semester, boy, I was living up my freedom. You know, going to clubs. I mean, I didn't go crazy, but, you know, that was my first exposure to nightclubs. And, you know, back then the drinking age was 18 or 19. So alcohol wasn't like illegal. But I didn't go crazy, but it was still kind of fun.
Went into a club until I was 20, my 20s, after I was married. That's when I went, the first time I went to a club.
I do miss the 80s. That was a fun time for dance music.
I think the first time I went to a club, I was 14. And
holy.
Yeah, I was 14 and I lived in Europe. And we went to, and I think the age was 18. We went to a club in downtown Vienna, Austria, and ran into all these American actors. And that's when I realized how crazy the acting community is. Because we told them, we're 14, we're from Canada and America. And they were like, yeah, you want to go to another club with us? Like, they were literally wanting to.
They didn't care.
Oh, my.
They did not care. It was horrible.
That's icky. Ugh.
I know, right? But if I hadn't done that at such a young age, I was clueless. I wouldn't have known. I would have thought being an actor was an amazing job, and that everyone that was an actor would, you know, was and famous was really cool. No, they're not. None of them are.
Well, and this was back in the days before internet, and, you know, the only mass media you got were magazines or newspapers.
Yeah, it was like 1970.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This was even before cable existed. So back then there was a lot of mystique.
Now, the worst punishment you can give them is make them stay home.
Yeah.
Or not make them stay home, make them go out. Sorry.
When's the last time you heard something that you didn't say, oh, let me Google that? Oh my God. Can we remember the days when you had to do a real research paper, and a research paper was a research paper? Oh, we had
encyclopedias. My parents bought a set of encyclopedias.
So did mine.
I remember they were Collier's.
I have 3 words.
L-I-E-R.
3 words that will strike fear in the hearts of everyone in this chat, probably. Dewey Decimal System. Yeah, remember that? Remember those days?
Yeah.
Dewey Decimal System?
Oh.
Well, they don't even...
It still exists, believe it or not.
Yes, it does.
I don't think they even teach them cursive writing anymore.
I know.
I think they just...
I don't even, Carla, I don't even want to talk about that right now. I'm so...
I know exactly where she's going, too, because how are they going to read their historical documents if they can't read cursive?
Because I get this right idea. You know, I thought, okay, you know, while we're here in COVID, my kids don't know cursive, so let me buy some cursive handwriting books off of Amazon. So I get them. And my daughter made the comment of, how the heck do you want me to write cursive when you gripe about me not being able to print? You always complain about my handwriting looking, you want me to print, but now you want me to do cursive? Which one do you want me to start with? I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I am so ready to put my head on the wall, because I thought about, maybe I need to go back and teach my kids to read print block, because their handwriting is awful because of the typing they do now.
Well, we need to get away from teaching them to pass the test and to learn.
That's true. They need to learn to stop being how to be an expert at bubbling, because that's really going to get them a good job.
Thank you, George Bush. Just saying.
Yeah, which one?
I don't think learning cursive is a bad thing. I mean, what?
No, of course not. Because when I go to do my grocery list, my daughter goes, I can't even read this. I said, garbage. If you really look at it, you could read it. But that's gonna, and you know what's really ironic is it was ironic is they're reestablished it, that there's school districts that are now teaching it again. So what are we going to do about that 5 to 7 year generation that can't do it because of your, public So I'm just saying, employers in 20 years from now, and when you get an employee that cannot write or cursive, don't blame them. Blame the local school district.
Yeah, who decided that was a good idea? Like, I'd like to know who decided that was a good idea.
Somebody, I bet you somebody who didn't have kids, and they thought this would be a great way to, save money.
Or
a basic skill.
Put them in school less time or something. I don't know. Because my grandchildren, I mean, they can read. They're taught to read, but you should see their.
I loved learning how to write cursive. That was like so fun. I loved it. Really, seriously.
Well,
not even joking.
Well, I'll tell you what, did you really love it if you had a Catholic nun doing it to you?
No, those came later, and I just, by that age, I was having so much fun irritating the shit out of them that became my pleasure. Just seeing what I could say in front of them to make them turn red.
Tell me if this is not traumatizing. Here I am, 54 years old. I could still remember the day in first grade when my Catholic teacher took my shoe off my foot and put it up on a shelf in front of everybody because I couldn't quit tapping my foot.
Yeah, they were cruel. They were some mean women.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys need to get laid for real. You are so uptight. What the hell, man? Jesus is your husband. I don't know about all that now. Come on.
Eagle,
Eagle,
I'm going to send my kids to you so they can learn cursive with your 9-year-old. Now, they might get some new creative words from my daughter's mouth.
When I was in third grade, I spilt glue at my desk, and my teacher spanked me. And I told my dad when I got home. He went to the school, and he raised holy hell. He said, "Don't you ever touch my kid again." If I find out, she was so mean. I remember her name, Mrs. Barkley.
My parents would have gone to school and said, if next time you don't invite me.
He went to the school. He didn't even wait to call the school. He went to the school because I came home in tears. I was like, I don't know, 7 or 8. How old are you in third grade? And the reason she spanked me was because I spilled glue on my desk. And they were the kind of desks that they were just like straight across, and there was like a cubby hole in them. And my glue, I didn't shut my glue bottle all the way. So I spilled it. And when she found it, she just put me in front of the whole class. So I was mortified. So I went home. I was crying. And my dad said, why are you crying? And I told him. He went to the school, and she was nice to me after that. She wouldn't say a word to me. He was pissed. He said, "No one touches my kid but me."
It goes back to the saying, there are some people that should not be nurses or teachers or doctors.
Amen.
That was the only time I ever remember my dad really like getting pissed off because of me. Like if I deserved it, my dad would say, "Give her the strap." You know what I mean? But he didn't think I deserved it for that. So he was pissed off. Really pissed off.
It's kind of weird how we gone to the other extreme that if a teacher even reprimands a child, and I'm talking about just say put them in a timeout or something, and we're talking about for something like really bad, and we're talking about just a timeout or or give them something. Now they have to worry about the parent being a Karen and come up there threatening lawyers and lawsuits because their little perfect child did something worthy of being in timeout or extra homework or something, or get sent to the principal's office. So it's kind of weird how our society is, it's kind of hard for, you need to punish somebody, but yet, I don't believe in putting their hands on a child or something, or, public humiliation, but there are ways to do it. But then when you go through those ways, then you got to worry about the parent becoming a Karen on you for,
I'm wondering if Karen is going to be the most extinct name on the planet now. Like nobody's ever going to name their kid Karen.
I'll tell you right now, if my name was Karen, I would be legally getting a GoMeFund and changing it. Seriously, not joking. I'm so glad my children have normal names. When you were raised with the name LaDonna during the Madonna years,
oh no,
like a virgin when it first came out, I told myself if I ever have children, I thought of names that it would be very hard pressed for them to make fun of their name.
Right. Sorry, we're at my mom's. We're taking the puppy out because she's at work.
Well, I think, my dad wouldn't have been so mad if it was something I did, like bite somebody or
Right,
hit
that's
somebody.
what I mean.
But for spilling glue at my desk, he was like so freaking livid.
I'm trying to envision myself coming home from school and them saying, okay, so she bit someone today.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
biting a child or putting their hands on somebody, but doing an honest mistake like losing their glue or
well,
because
I didn't put
that.
Yeah, and I was scared to tell her because she was such a mean teacher.
Come on,
oh wow!
When she went in there and found the glue spilt, she just called me up to the front of the class, which was humiliating anyways, and then put me over a knee and smacked me, and it was hard, like really hard.
That would piss
my
me
dad
off.
was like,
and here you remember it 50, 55.
I
60.
remember it. Yeah, and it's like,
well, that tells you how
5
traumatizing.
years ago.
You know what's
No,
amazing?
it's not that long ago, but whatever.
And
50 years ago.
This goes back to how our people have forgotten the tongue is a very incredible weapon. How many times did you go and tell somebody, you know what, you are a blankety blank blank blank, and you forget about it the next day, but then that person, every time they see you, they will always remember you called me a blankety blank blank blank. But yet that person wonders years later, why is that other person mean to me or don't talk to me? Because you said something without thinking about it because they pissed you off in that moment or something. And we all need to remember our tongue can either build somebody's up or destroy their day. Seriously.
That's true. And like I said earlier, when you say things, Carla, like I'm so stupid or I'm so dumb, I'll never remember that. You actually program your brain to think that.
They call it meta messages.
Yeah. So you have to go back. It takes 21
My
positive
therapist
messages.
said that to me. She goes, we're working on that. We've got to work on that because you put yourself down constantly. And
see, I am so thankful my husband one day goes, why in the hell do you really care about what that person thinks? Why are you asking me? Because he got so tired after we'd been married for a little while. Every time we'd go somewhere and we'd leave, I'd say, did I do something? He said, quit. And finally, between him and another book I wrote, I finally broke the people-pleasing habit. But now I'm having to work on the self-meta message. They call it meta messages.
Right.
So I'm trying to learn how to reprogram my internal thinking. But, as we all know, it takes a long time to overcome
It's hard. It takes a lot of work. You literally, because you have to be ever vigilant and stop yourself. I mean, it's nice to have people around you that can kind of coach you through it, but you do want to kill them after so many times. Like, shut the fuck up. But at the same time, when you have to govern yourself, dude, that's hard.
And you know what's really sad is when you're especially back in those days when I was real negative, because I was working at places like UPS was really negative. The environment, everybody was always just the negative, the adrenaline of we got to go, got to get this out, got to do this, that pressure. And you really never realize how toxic it was until you finally get away from it. Because when I used to meet these people who were like real positive, I would call them Pollyannas. I used to go, you are such a fake whatever. And nowadays, I'm trying to get to become one of those people. And you're like, oh my God, it's talk about full circle.
Don't you find it hard on here?
Yes. You mean in general, just to be positive?
Well, that's one of the reasons why I said, Carla, I'm coming to your chat because I used to go to a certain drama stream every night. And after a while, I'm just seeing the level of how low it's gotten. Just when I think they can't go any lower, it went lower. And I was like, okay, I am leaving. I'm done. Just totally done.
It's like when we talk about we can't even hate watch anymore, and I can't. It's like I'll go and think, well, let me just go see what's being said. And it's like, it hurts. It hurts my heart to hear it and see it. And then it makes me mad, makes me want to comment. And I'm like, that just goes nowhere. that's an endless circle of just
I mean, you come
clapping
here.
back.
We come here, and I mean, one morning I'm hearing y'all talk about milking cucumbers, and I'm like, oh my God. And when I told my husband, because ironically he happened to be having a cucumber, I looked at that cucumber and I went, oh my God. I said, please don't milk it. He looked at me like, what the
are you talking about?
Yeah. And then the next day
we've come up with some real doozy green
that's what I'm
subjects
saying.
on
One
here.
day you don't know if you're going to be talking about
Banana hammocks.
pink
Banana hammocks.
Very seldom do we have a subject that we're going to follow.
I'm like, Carla, what are we going to talk about? She's like, I have no freaking idea. Let's go. I'm like, okay.
And then I loved last night how, all of a sudden we're telling Jen she needs a pink fishing pole emoji.
A pink fishing pole.
Because
and Ems
was talking
oh
about.
no, and Ems has to go and say, well, hers is basically blinked out, and then it has those little LED lights.
Swarovski crystals.
I know. I'm like, I mean, I don't even fish, and I'm thinking, I want to go to Amazon and find me a blinked out.
But it was funny when Shauna said she's more masculine now than she was when she was, she was a man. And I laughed because she said, I love fishing and stuff like that. And she said, the guys think it's cool. And then she said, I even have a pink fishing pole. And I'm like, I have a pink fishing pole because I love fishing too. Like I never did before. I never went with my dad because it was like, I didn't want to. And now my husband told me the same with roller coasters. I never went on a roller coaster till I was with my husband. He got me.
I love baseball hats, and I love it that I even have a pink hunting baseball cap. That just cracks me up that we can find.
Sorry, I'm stealing stuff from my mom, and I don't want y'all to be held accountable.
What are you stealing?
Hurricane lamps. She has like 752,000 hurricane lamps.
You better
she's one human being.
Yeah, you better hurry and get that, and then go get you some hurricane lamp oil because you'll be ready for when we get back in the days when we get dark.
Well, I'm thinking. I'm not even kidding. I want to buy chickens, and everybody's making fun of me, but I can kill a chicken. It's not a problem. I eat them all the time. So I'm thinking I want like 100 chicks that I can raise to eat.
Why don't you move to North Texas and we can just start a poultry farm?
You want to? Well, I want some cattle.
She's been talking about that before.
Yeah. I want cattle.
And then we can get a couple, and then we'll get us a couple of goats and learn how to make goat cheese.
She knows how to get them
around the neck, wring their neck. Yeah.
Well, and then we can get a couple of nanny goats, and we can learn to make goat cheese quesadillas.
You know what I really want? Seriously, this is no joke. Fainting pygmy goats. Just for my entertainment. Well, we won't have cable, right?
Let me call. I'll call my aunt. See, you want me to call my aunt and see if she still has a couple of them?
Hell yes. The little fainting pygmy goats. That's what I want.
I'm not going to go into any great details. I don't want to dox her, but I have an aunt that goes around the state fair of Texas, and she talks about textiles, the weaving, spinning, the wool.
Oh yeah.
She's well known around Texas for the wool community.
That's pretty cool. So see, but if we don't have cable, then we're going to have fainting pygmy goats because I need something for entertainment. And scaring the shit out of a goat. Have you seen Buttermilk? The little goat? Girl, I'm going to have to send you a link. What? Buttermilk is the cutest freaking goat on the planet.
Oh, okay. I follow this channel about Kyle the rooster.
Yes. Kyle's a bastard. Listen.
I do too.
He's freaking. Carla made me watch it. Yeah, Carla made me start watching it. She's like, go look at it. It was either you. I don't remember. I think it was you or Rhonda.
One of those growing channels, and I subbed to them, and I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched any of the videos, but they come up with my notifications all the time.
Kyle is a complete fucker.
Yeah, but he's in rooster heaven now.
Did he die?
Yeah.
What happened to Kyle? Did they eat him?
No, I don't remember. I just know that when I started looking at the videos, I goes, "Well, where's this Kyle the rooster?" Because he's always naming all these other chickens and ducks, but he never says
Yeah,
Kyle.
yeah.
So I went and looked back, and I looked at the catalog, and it said, "Goodbye, Kyle" or something.
Holy shit! I'm now gonna have see. I'll be in that rabbit hole today if anyone needs me. I'll be looking up Kyle, whatever. Because Kyle, oh my God, did you see the ones when Kyle was in action? When he was a dick. I mean, he would chase him down. He's like, "No, Kyle, no," almost in tears. I'm like, "You are such a pussy, dude."
You know what you have to be careful of is swans. They are nasty.
Are they?
No, swans. They'll chase you down.
Oh,
they used to have them at a park in Nashville, and I stayed away from them.
They're the worst.
No. Canadian geese are the meanest mofos.
You know, they're assholes. They are assholes. And
they leave their
Kansas,
shit everywhere.
They're deadly.
They do. They poop everywhere.
Canadian geese are deadly.
Well, I'd sit there forever waiting for them to cross the street, and they're like looking at me, like eyeing me, like mean mugging me, like crossing the street, like, "Bitch, we own this street." And I'm like, "Right now you do, because it's illegal for me to run your ass over. However, give me my shotgun, because you will be gumbo, okay? Trust."
I'm going to tell you this one story, and then I got to go. Okay. My daughter was 3 or 4, so I was going to put her in her stroller, and we were going to go walk around this park, and there was ducks and stuff there. I had never been around Canadian geese. So here we are. There's a couple of us that got our kids. We were going to walk around the park, and we're near the waterway. As soon as we on the sidewalk, we're starting to go towards the ducks. This Canadian geese had started coming after my daughter. If it wasn't for the fact that I had not yet put her in her stroller, because I always took an umbrella stroller with me, because obviously after she'd been walking for a while, I know she'd be tired and complaining. So I took the umbrella stroller, and I had not yet taken it apart. If it wasn't for the fact that I had started swinging that umbrella stroller at that goose,
she would have attacked your kid.
She probably would have had she would have had my daughter on the ground and probably pecked her eyes out. Because we found out later that because ironically there was some nests right there on the side of the cliff area going down to the water, which was right there. So I made a big old complaint to that small city of where my mother lived about these geese. And apparently they had to finally relocate them to another location, because that was apparently not the first incident. Here, I mean, you would never
they ain't
think
paying rent. They're just hanging out, you know.
I just never thought you had to go to combat in a public park for your child's life because of a goose. So nowadays, every time I see this Canadian geese, I just want to run them over.
I'm like, how do you tell that at a dinner party? Why was your daughter in the hospital? Well, see, there was this goose. Right. Okay. Domestic violence. You're a child abuser. We know. No, it was a goose. Swear to God.
And you know what sad is if I had gone after that goose and quote hurt the bird, do you not think I would be the one being arrested?
You'd be in jail. You would have a mugshot that we would be sharing online today. You bet. This dude, okay, this truck in front of me, okay, it's 2020, 2021. Rednecks Trump 2020. Trump, I don't know what that says. Republicans, redneck life 100%. On an F-150 Ford truck in front of me. You want the license plate number? I'll give it to you. You look them up. That's what, and it's written, okay, like in chalk or some shit. I don't know what, but on the back windows of his truck.
In Texas, there's actually a Trump hater.
No, he's a Trump lover.
Okay.
He just got his crayon out and wrote it on his truck.
Hey.
I'm like, okay, that's how we roll down here, y'all.
If I could ever, one of these days, I'm going to sneak a Trump sticker on the back of my husband's truck, and I'm going to see how long it takes for him to find it, because he will
come unglued.
Me.
Is he not a Trumper?
He's actually a UK citizen. And he finally became an American citizen. So to him, politics is still kind of a whatever.
A wordy dird?
Well, he doesn't even really care about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He really has
tell him we don't birth our leaders here. We elect them. He needs to get with the program. Just saying. But I'm intrigued by the monarchy. I cannot lie. Yeah, I'm like sub to all their pages so I can keep up with the Kardashians.
Misdemeanor. They're reptilian.
What?
They're really reptilian.
I know. I don't know that I can't follow that shit. I can't. I'm like, when they said reptiles, I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. No, y'all have reached a level that I can't.
Somebody was on here talking about that. I don't know.
And they bred with them. They bred with them. You slept with a lizard. What the hell is wrong with you? Could you not find a man? Damn.
Catch it goes. I didn't know where getting goose came from until then.
I don't. Where does the reptilian shit? When did that start? Because I feel like I'm really late to the game. Like I napped one day.
Ancient aliens.
Okay, see, let's start with the fact that I don't believe in aliens. Let's start there and go forward.
I do.
I'm like, what? Do you really?
I believe in aliens. Oh yeah.
Those fingers on your pantry door, I think, are alien. I didn't want to say that and freak you out, but
it kind of looks like ET's fingers.
It doesn't it? I'm waiting for one of the end of them to start glowing.
It's only 3 fingers. That's what's weird about it.
You need to run around your house and scream, "Phone home."
I still want to find my safe.
I need to look that up, but yeah, 2019.
I need to look up why things why sage would disappear. Sorry,
because your ghosts hate you.
we have a 100-year-old restored movie theater nearby. Well, it's a theater. We took the kids to see E.T. Phone Home on it in the 1920s movie theater. We even sat up in the balcony.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So now when she just said Phone Home E.T., it reminded me of that. I'm thinking, I need to see if they're open again because I really think we could do something like that to take the kids to go see something.
That would be fun. See,
we showed and we took them to see Wizard. And we took them to see Wizard of Oz there too.
They got rid of all of our drive-in movies here, and so when we were in Kansas and Missouri, they had 2 of them. We had so much fun. We would go, and of course, like the double, good ones were like at 9 o'clock at night, and they would go until 1 o'clock in the morning because you'd have 2 movies, right? And we'd go and we'd buy food and we'd buy drinks, and we'd take the SUV and we'd pop the hatch up in the back and put quilts and pillows all in the back and lay down and watch movies at the drive-in.
You know what's sad is they opened one up nearby and it seemed to do really good for a while, and then it went out of business like 2 years ago. I was thinking to myself, oh my God, if they were open up right now,
they could be making money.
They'd be rolling. They'd be rolling right now because
we could do that and have chickens and pygmy goats and drive-in theater.
Yeah, we need to do that. Let's do it. And we can have like entrepreneurs. And we'll put a storage unit behind the movie screen, behind the fence.
Exactly. We'll do a whole line of them. We'll have about 50 of those.
And then during the day, we'll have flea markets in the parking lot of the movie theater.
Yes. Yes. Perfect. We're entrepreneurs.
We're going to be
like manure. Manure, yes.
And then we'll sell the manure from the chickens and the goat herd.
We got it down, girl. How to survive COVID 101. This is what you do, guys. This is how we roll. Okay, go outside somewhere. Don't stand here. Don't sniff me. It's like, where have you been?
And then I was going to say we could sell our chicken and cheese goat at the flea market.
Yes. Cheese goat. We could do that. We could have chicken nuggets and goat cheese. Was the specialty with a glass of unpasteurized milk.
Do you know?
I know you're going to sound so crazy, but goat cheese quesadillas are delicious.
Yesterday.
What?
Do you know what I saw on the way home from the casino yesterday?
What?
I saw someone has built a drive-in. It's like a little hamburger stand with 10 parking spots and literally a screen above their building so that people can park their cars and watch a movie. Up to 10 or 15 people. I'm not sure exactly how many, and watch a movie from their car. It's tiny, just a tiny little place.
But that's still innovative.
Like a drive-in.
Yeah, it's called a drive. It's called drive-in something, but it was so little.
So they probably used a home projection system. That's
right.
An innovative way to draw people in.
Yep.
I mean, look at Sonic. Who would have thought Sonic? My mom. I mean, who would have thought Sonic would be busting? Still in business
Ever. Yeah.
with drive-through, and now Sonic. You know, you find a Sonic everywhere you blink around Texas.
Yep. You do. There's one right around the corner from my house.
There's one. Actually, that sounds really good right now.
It does. I almost got one yesterday, but I went to Whataburger because, hey, you know, it's Whataburger.
We have
What can I
Sonic
say?
here, but far away.
So what?
I love some Sonic.
I've never eaten at a Sonic ever.
Oh my gosh, Carla,
You were an
serious?
abused child. You were an abused
Carla,
child.
you are depriving yourself of chili cheese.
Well, what kind of? They have. I thought it was a breakfast place.
It is too. Yes,
It's lunch
they
and
have that.
breakfast.
Place. Oh.
Girl, you can have whatever you want at Sonic. I'm just
Oh
saying.
my God, you can get a drink. You could get
Did they
chocolate.
serve you
have
in
you
your
ever heard of
car?
chocolate Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, chocolate
No.
Dr. Pepper. They have it.
Never heard of it.
You haven't because you were deprived and your parents did not let you have Sonic. I'm going to call them.
We didn't have Sonic in the olden days.
The olden days. Yeah, they just didn't have it up there.
Carla, Sonic has been
I'm
around
old.
since the 1960s here in Texas.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I never heard of a Sonic until I moved here.
You would love it.
And they just put one up not too long ago. I don't know if there's other ones in Pittsburgh. I don't know where they are.
I'll tell you what,
Tim
go in
Hortons.
there and go get you a cherry limeade.
Cherry limeade is the best.
Carla,
It's
if
like
you
liquid
you
sweet
like
tart.
cherry flavored drinks, go get you a cherry limeade on a hot day.
Yes.
It will make
Fix
your
all of
tongue
your
sing.
problems.
It will solve your problems.
It will. It will cure any ill you have. Trust.
A cherry, yes, trust and believe.
Or watermelon sweet tea. Watermelon sweet tea.
I haven't tried that one.
I'm not
it's
crazy
good.
about watermelons. I don't know if I'd like that.
You can add, but let me put it this way, okay? Any soft drink you can think of, right? You can add any flavor you want to. Bubblegum, watermelon, chocolate, vanilla.
Chocolate, yeah, chocolate.
What else? Lime, lemon, you name it. They can add flavor to it.
They do that to the iced coffee.
When y'all were little, when you would like go to the pool or something like that, did they ever like public pool? No, because I didn't have no private pool. So
community pools.
But you could get like a suicide where they'd put all different kinds of drinks.
Or the skating rink.
Roller skate, yeah.
Suicide.
You could get a suicide. Oh, the old days. What our kids are missing.
Like all different kinds of pop in one glass. Okay, we call that swamp water.
Swamp water.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Swamp
It's amazing how different names had different.
It was all different kinds of pops, like orange, Coke, lemonade, whatever was on the thing. You just put a little bit in your cup. And we
we have to be careful how we describe it here because what you say in Texas is, that drink where you could put all different kinds of Coke in there.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what do you mean? There's only one kind of Coke? No, there's not.
Oh.
There's Dr. Pepper, Sprite, 7-Up. That's not Coke. Yeah, it is.
Me and Miss Demeanor need to just give y'all one piece of advice. If y'all ever drive through Texas and you go up to a deal and they ask you what Coke do you want, just realize that's AKA what flavor of soda do you want, because we'll say what Coke do you want.
What kind of Coke do you want?
Well, here if you ask for Coke, they say you want Coke or Pepsi. That's it. But if you ask
here.
You don't ask for pop. You ask for, or you don't ask for Coke.
Well, when you come here and they ask you what Coke you want, you really are asking for a Dr. Pepper.
Right.
You say Dr. Pepper.
Because Dr. Pepper's from here.
Yeah, you don't do Pepsi around here.
Texas came up with all the cool shit. Whataburger,
Dr. Pepper.
Any form of gasoline you put in your car.
Okay, one last story, and then I do have to go. Misdemeanor. We went to Mexico, to Puerto Vallarta for our honeymoon when we got married in 2005. This was an all-inclusive, like all the soda you want, all the booze you want. Guess what they had? Pepsi. That was it. Pepsi.
Shut up.
No Mountain Dew.
What's wrong with them? They're Democrats.
No Shasta. No orange. And guess what? You know how I finally found, and guess what the cleaning ladies were drinking?
What?
On their carts? Coca-Cola.
Where did they get it?
I don't know. We finally found out that they were bringing it with them onto the deal. So as soon as we found out, we went to the local, in Spanish, what do you call it? Walmart. We went and got us a 2-liter of Dr. Pepper so we could have that to mix with, because this room even had the alcohol dispenser in your room.
Shut up.
But the only mixer you had was Pepsi products. So sorry, but I wasn't gonna mix Crown with
I always heard
Exactly. Crown and Coke, Crown and Dr. Pepper. The best float ever is not a Coke float, it's a Dr. Pepper float. Just so you know. Dr. Pepper and ice
Dr.
cream.
Pepper to me tastes like cough medicine.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I won't drink Dr. Pepper either.
I won't drink it either.
Oh, I love
The first
Dr.
time I
Pepper.
ever drank it, I thought it tasted like my cough medicine, and I can't drink it.
Well, I hate
Okay,
to
how
say this,
long
but
ago?
to me, Pepsi tastes like
It was when the kids were here because they wanted Dr. Pepper. That's all they would drink.
No, every one of y'all can relate to what I'm about to say. Pepsi tastes like the shit they make you drink when you do the sugar test when you're pregnant.
Yeah,
Am I right?
Pepsi
Yep.
either. I don't like
Yep.
it. I
Yep.
only drink Coke and Mountain Dew.
Love
They're-
Coke. Coca-Cola's
Those are
good.
the only flavors.
Oh, yeah. Well, when I grew up, Coca-Cola was what we always got because that's what my mom got. But
Yeah.
once I found out about Dr. Pepper on my own, then it
You
came
hated
really
your
bad.
mother.
It's really bad
Yeah.
when you go into a house and your mom has Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, and because my dad likes Pepsi One or whatever, so
Uh-huh.
it's really funny when you go into a deal, instead of having just one soda, when you have 4 or 5 varieties
Yeah.
because of everybody's different taste these days.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's like when my grandkids come here. We have Coke, we have Pepsi, we have Dr. Pepper, and we have root beer, and we have what's that other one that I said tastes like cough? Oh, cherry Coke or
Mhm.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, root beer, and
I love root beer.
whatever.
You
We
know what?
have to
That's
have
why
all the different for all the kids. They all
that's why
we got 6 of
it's,
them that come
it's
here.
amazing what Europeans say. Have you ever seen those videos when Europeans look at they walk through a Walmart or they do the taste flavorings of our snacks, and they say it blows their mind that we have one aisle just for chips and
One aisle
cookies,
just for soft drinks.
and one aisle just for soft drinks.
What does that tell you?
That's what.
But
I
now
like that.
I will tell you what we did not have in my household when my children were growing up. Any form of soft drink at all. We had milk
Neither
and
did
sweet
we.
tea and Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I think that's why I
didn't
gained all that
soft
weight
drinks
once
at
I
home
started
either.
drinking it. I don't drink it at all anymore, but I was drinking it. I was making Coke floats all the time, like every day.
But the only reason
Wow.
why I didn't, it wasn't like one of those political statements or my children will not be caffeine and
It
whatever.
was money.
Okay?
It was
It was money.
expensive.
I couldn't afford that shit.
Well,
Crap.
I was getting to the point with my kids. We just had iced tea and sweet pink lemonade and water for a while because, well, one, I think the kids didn't need it because I was also trying to break the habit too,
Yeah,
and I'm still
I
struggle with that.
I like
just didn't want
homemade
this
lemonade.
rotting, that's all.
I
I-
make homemade lemonade. Yeah.
They got sweet things like ice cream and stuff, but I didn't serve soft drinks at all.
Oh
My
yeah,
daughter-
Kathy. Yeah, the cereal aisle that cracks me up too when we have an aisle just for cereal,
Yeah,
and we
actually,
wonder why we have a
good.
weight issue in our country.
It's pretty good because cereal is such an easy breakfast. And in
I heard
Europe,
someone say they have Fruit Loop Pop Tarts. I can't remember where I heard that.
Oh, they've got a Pop
What?
Tart flavor of everything. I'm surprised they
They
don't
have
have a maple
chocolate Pop
bacon one.
Tarts. They have, I think, Captain Crunch Pop Tarts. They have like all different kinds of Pop Tarts, and I haven't had a Pop Tart in years. Like I'm not a sweet eater. I'm not much of a sweet eater.
That maybe they'll make a breakfast sandwich flavored Pop Tart.
I fell down. I hit my head. No, I didn't.
Sandwich Pop-Tart.
Well, I was doing that
Pop-Tarts.
well, I know Carla loves her breakfast sandwiches. I was thinking maybe they'll make a Pop
I
Tart.
love them. I mean, I bought a machine to make them. But
Did you get it yet?
The sandwich
Yeah,
meat.
I've used it, but the damn thing leaks every time I use it.
What, the
It
cheese
leaks?
leaks?
It keeps leaking. It's like it pisses me off. I mean, it makes it all right, but then the egg, goes
It
over the
leaks.
top.
Okay.
Maybe you need to use smaller eggs or something.
I don't know. I just use one egg and it smushes it like really small.
Carla, do you use English muffins or what do you use for this?
English muffins.
They're so good.
Hollow them out first.
Hollow them out. That's a good idea.
Oh, maybe that's
And
why.
then your little yolk will go down in there and cook.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a
I
good
didn't even
idea.
think about that.
I'm so jealous now you have that machine. I'm coming over. I'll be
I
there in
love it. I love it,
few
but I
hours.
haven't been able to make a proper English muffin yet. I made
You
my
can't
husband
make
go out
proper
like,
crimpets? How come you can't
I
make
can't
proper
make-
crimpets?
What's a crimpet?
I don't know.
What's
What?
a crimpet?
Oh, I don't know. You need to ask that other creator what that is, because she doesn't know what a crumpet is either.
No. I don't go. I don't go to. No.
No,
I've
no.
never. I've only lurked in there and listened a few times, and that was enough for me. No.
It's along the
Yeah, I
lines of,
don't even.
you want to come over and have tea and crimpets? I'm like, what's a fucking
I don't
crimpet?
lurk. I don't lurk in any chats anymore. I'm done with that because it's just upsets.
Mhm. Oh no, that's been a while ago.
It is.
Well, I'm kind of made the decision that I'm
softer.
I'm gonna start turning YouTube off at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock.
I did all
tonight.
yesterday.
It's getting too
Yeah.
toxic.
All yesterday afternoon, and then last night, I was crocheting and watching TV. I didn't even go on YouTube. I
And
don't.
didn't you feel so much better too?
Mhm.
Like just
Not
shutting
really,
it
because I
off?
was waiting for a freaking ghost to show up. So no,
See,
not really.
that's why I think everybody enjoyed Jenny Jen's live stream last night, and I've been
Yeah,
enjoying
I
her
was on
interviewing
there.
different people.
But I didn't stay the whole thing. I hopped off when Vinny was up there when he asked her something about what if she gets the urge to, you know what, with her, you know what she used to have if she has phantom feelings. I was like,
So,
okay, this is too weird for me.
For those of us who are watching for signs, if you follow me, and I know you do, Tornado, Israel and the UAE have agreed to finalize a historic peace agreement.
Oh
Just
no.
saying.
Oh no.
Just saying. If things
You know
couldn't
what,
get any weirder.
Okay, I'm going to just put it this way. If you ever find that they're building the foundation of the Temple Mount,
I've heard that
know.
they're talking about it, yeah.
But the thing is that holds it back is that Islamic temple that sits there in the middle of the current former.
So if they have this
I didn't know about
agreement,
that. Now, thank you for giving me a rabbit hole to go look at.
well, it's on TV right now. I'm just reading the crawl across the bottom of the screen.
We are living in weird times, people.
Yeah, we are.
Pray
We sure
and
are.
believe and keep the faith in God.
And keep
God's
it,
got a
and
plan.
just don't be scared, don't be fearful, but just watch. Get calm, get peaceful, pray, and watch.
Well, wasn't the end of the world supposed to be on June 22nd, according to those freaks?
But listen. Those two, I swear to God, what is it with these people? And have y'all not noticed that, like in the past month, are y'all not seeing more and more people, couples that are like, well, they couldn't be together, so they killed their spouses or their kids? There's been like 2 other cases since the Daybells that I'm like, what is wrong with people?
Okay,
can you not just get a divorce?
Misdemeanor. Let me just say this.
Okay.
Let's
get
take
real.
it back.
Let's get real.
Let's get back to basics.
Okay.
We live in an on-demand, instantaneous news media feed.
Instant gratification.
I'm going to just put it this way. These things have happened throughout history.
True.
People have killed people. The difference between now and then was you only heard about it maybe in the local newspaper, which stayed local. It didn't go nationalized unless it was just an over-the-top story.
True.
We didn't hear about everybody's butt hurt, everybody's little finger paper cuts like you do now, because back then you either had word of mouth, you had the local gossip, you had the drum, what do you call it? The jungle drums that would spread the news.
Right.
But now, because everybody's got phones, everybody's got CNN, and everybody thinks they are a CNN reporter. So let's just dial it back and remember.
That's true.
Murder has always existed since Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
People have cheated on each other since then. It's just
the
now
scary
we hear
thing about it now, and I think this is an abuse part actually, is you are told you have to have an opinion. No, I don't. Well, how do you feel about what so and so did? I have no idea. Don't
You
know
know
yet.
what we've
Haven't
all
formulated
forgotten to
it.
do? We've all forgotten to do this, that you could think about something, like you look at something and you go, oh my God, in your mind you say, that is ugly, or in your mind you go, that person's crazy. The problem is, instead of just keep it inside of our minds just for that moment, we now think we've got to go on YouTube, Twitter,
And talk
Twitter,
about it.
Facebook,
Twatter.
and say, blah, blah, blah is an a-hole, or blah, blah, blah was wearing, and show a picture of somebody at Walmart wearing this crazy outfit, and and put it on
A
our
national ordeal about
Instagram.
it. Mhm.
We have to Instagram everybody. So, you know what? I hate to tell you this. You are entitled to an opinion, but
Mhm.
bottom line, sometimes the opinion should just stay in your own mind.
Yeah, you're entitled to keep that opinion to yourself. I think we forgot that.
We've all
You know?
started to forget that we actually should have a private life
One
to a
time,
point.
this is a funny story. One time we saw it. There's nothing against anybody, and I hope nobody gets offended by this, but we saw this cross dresser, and he was like 6'4", and he was like high heels and beautiful face, beautiful.
Sir, you have to let go of the
Makeup.
pole.
No, but my husband and I were shopping for costumes, and we started laughing because this guy that was with him said, or no, this guy that was shopping at the same time at that looked at him or her. I'm not sure if he was transsexual or what, but looked at her and said, man, if I ever go to jail, I want you to be my roommate. And my husband and I just started laughing. I think Shauna would appreciate that story. It's like,
Oh, I'm sure they had
funny.
And
I
we
mean,
would
the
never.
guy was, but 6'4" and probably weighed 200 pounds, but he wasn't fat or anything. And, you know, he was beautiful, and the face was beautiful. I mean, he was beautiful. He had
Guys have
small,
way
dark
better
hair.
arms and legs than women do. Just saying.
Oh, I will admit, there's some drag queens that are
Gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
Yes.
It's pretty bad when you say Jeffree Star looks better than you do with the makeup and the.
But it was so funny because this guy says, man, if I ever go to prison, I want you to be my roommate or my cellmate. And my husband and I were laughing. He says, my husband, he started laughing. I said, stop. But it was funny because he even laughed at it. Or she. I'm not sure if it was
But it's so awesome when people who are different in any way, shape, or form, when they're, self-deprecating, when they can laugh at themselves and the world and the situations that we all find ourselves in, because some of it's pretty funny. Some of it is just funny.
Well, that's what you have to do. And I know Evelyn was saying, I'm always putting myself down. Well, here's my thing about that. If I put myself down first,
nobody else can.
Then what are they going to do? What are they going to say about me? Like, that's any worse than what they've already said. You know what I mean?
And I used to think that way too.
But at the same time, they're thinking, though, that if you put yourself down, then we can totally have free license to put you down.
Right.
Well, it kind of happened before.
So it comes back to a case of we all need to work on we need to be our own cheerleaders. We need to be our own, learn to pat. If we could all teach our kids how to teach themselves it's a borderline of being confident without being an egotistical.
Not being, egotistical.
Or narcissistic.
Well, if my kids ever talked to other people, like I see, people talk to people on here, I would be mortified because that's not how I raised them. That is not, I would tell them that's not acceptable.
And the thing is, what does RuPaul say at the end of every drag race? If you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else?
True. Very true.
Because if you don't know the love for yourself, where you can get to a point in your life where you're like, you know what? And not saying it to somebody out loud like that, but I love myself too much to be in a relationship with you.
And by
because
the
you're
way,
not good to me, you know?
Yeah. I got to get off here. By the way, if you're out there in the bushes, if you're out there in the bushes, Leanne, I love you, girl.
You're so funny.
I don't know who Leanne is.
I don't either.
She's a friend of mine that she says she's going to come over here and lurk.
Come on.
She doesn't have to lurk.
Well, I'm just saying, so I don't want to embarrass her.
Yeah,
but eventually she'll come out and be warm. But it's like me.
We love you too.
I lurked in your bushes for a long time before I had the before I
I
started
know a lot
talking.
of people told me that, and I apologize for that because where my channel was going at that time was not a good place for me or my chat. And once I
But
kind of cleansed myself of all that, it really
well, you know what
people would
though?
come.
I'm learning the cycle of is one day you are popular, you are this, you're that, but then something comes out, and the next thing you know, you are what do you call it? Canceled culture.
Cool. Yep.
But
Yep.
then amazingly, how the next cycle you might be the next hot thing again. So I've learned that maybe right now you might be the best thing, the best flavor, and the next month you're like, who are you? So
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
decided I'm out of that. I'm getting out of that
Yeah.
garbage.
And I'm not
I like-
building an empire. You know what I
No.
mean? Like I'm not. I want
Right.
to do things for the people that come in here. I want to make this a pleasant place for the people that come in here. And I've tried. I
Mhm.
know I've faltered like along the way, but I'm still learning. It's a learning.
I just
thing
want to
for
talk
me.
about banana hammocks. That's all.
Well, tomorrow, can we talk about
Just saying.
banana hammocks and
Oh yeah.
Sure can, but we need models.
why don't we
Right.
investigate and see what kind of flavored strains we can have them in do tasting for us.
Exactly.
Like wearing
Ooh,
their
that
banana
sounds
hammocks.
interesting.
You know, like maybe we can find them. They can bartend for us.
Oh,
That's
and
right.
you guys get a chance tonight, go to Pink's. Pink's having some kind of parody live stream in there. It's going to be funny. So
What's
you
the
get
name
a
of the
chance-
channel?
Pink Lady Luck.
Okay,
I don't
I'll
know
look
if
it
I
up.
even have
I'll
it.
look it up.
Yeah, you'll
That
find
sounds
it.
good.
Okay, well, guys,
So I'm
y'all
going to
have
go
a good
there.
morning
Okay.
or
You
good
too, hon.
afternoon. Bye,
Oh,
guys.
almost afternoon.
Bye. I know, right?
Bye. Thanks for
Bye.
coming up, LaDonna.
Thank you
can
for
hop
this
in.
chat.
I want to
Okay.
thank everyone for being there for me today and
Oh,
yesterday.
Dory, no problem.
You're
I
in
think
our
I'm gonna-
prayers, son.
You guys
Yeah,
are
we
really
love you. I will check my email and get your number and call you for sure.
okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm going to close down because I am starving. Have to
Me
get
Me
up.
too.
Bye, everybody in chat. Bye, my mods. If there's any mods
Bye,
left
y'all.
in here.
Love y'all. Be good to each other.
Oh, Eagle's here. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for coming in here and helping with the channel this morning. I don't know who that YouTube mod was that deleted that thing, and I don't know what was said that was so awful, but I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.